Hey yo everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Art of Mana and let's dive into the 730th stream. Coop Central, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, actually it's a little odd. Kind of light as we start this Tuesday stream. Maybe it's because the last few streams I haven't started on time, but I have no doubt we'll have other friends join us here in a few minutes. But you are the first one here today, and I appreciate that and really do like having you in the streams. It's been neat to get to know you. Yeah, and there we go. See, we've got Chrono in here doing the usual thing, checking the wormholes, making sure we're safe, making sure the Manaverse is a good and wholesome place. Honestly, we have nothing to fear with our intrepid Chronolock near. So there we go. On time today, I know. And Queen Claire is here. I am here to say hi and lurk. And oh, I've frozen. I've frozen in a strange new world. What is going on there? Let's deactivate and reactivate. There we go. Fixed. That was odd. You broke my stream, Queen Claire. No. And in all seriousness, welcome on in. Queen Claire, congratulations on your milestone. Remind me here. I can't quite remember. Was it 2,000 followers? I believe that is what was going on there. 2,000 followers for Queen Claire recently, milestone achieved. And I do appreciate that you, even amid all your success, come and hang out with little old me. So I do appreciate that. I wish I could hang out with you more. It's just those darn things of time zones, jobs, and the like. But enjoy your lurk. And what does Bottom Mana want to say? Bottom Mana, what do you think? Bottom Mana? Bottom Mana says, enjoy your lurk and congrats on your success. Well, that's kind of you. Thanks, Bottom Mana. That's awesome. And do check out Queen Claire. So there you go. Queen Claire is one of the members of Club Tortimer, one of the stream teams I'm on, and an all-around cool person from the few interactions I've had. Queen Claire, I'd love to actually do some more stuff with you in the near future. Maybe we could get you on Isle Men Alive. Have you come join me on my Animal Crossing island? That'd be pretty cool. Because, I mean, everybody, come on. Animal Crossing is pretty much the best thing ever. But, Grapple Dog is going to give it a run for its money. If you don't know Grapple Dog, we played it last stream. This game, let me just show you. This game rocks. Animate Barrel, welcome on in. And I could not help myself. I made the pun here that I'm just hooked on this game. I haven't had a chance to play it the last couple of days, so we're going to go ahead and play it again today, starting off where we left. Starting where we left off. Booyah! That's an English sentence, and I nailed it first try. Chrono grapples into chat and runs into Nathan Spencer, the Bionic Commando. Wait, what's he doing here? Is that actually the Bionic Commando's name? Nathan Spencer, I did not know that. I'm a lot less tired than the last stream, so maybe I'll do a little bit better. I don't know, maybe I'll do worse. Only time will tell. This game has some really good music. It's on Bandcamp, Chrono says. Really? It does have some really all-star music. That is true. I'm very much enjoying it. And Coop Central, I love that little emote just fluttering through there. All right, we're going to go ahead and continue on. I noticed, by the way, that our friend Memory Martin got into the game, which that makes me happy. That makes me super happy, actually. Have any of you picked it up? And if so, what have you thought? That is his name. Well, look at that. I learned something new. Every now and then we learn new things. Okay, so this is where I left off, and I guess we need to go to the ship. That's the next thing. So let's do Enemy Barrel. Coop says it's an emoji. Oh, I love the jump. There we go. Let's see what this is all about. Oh, wait. Gotta think about this. Hey, Pablo. Oh, I gotta do the voices. I was doing the voices before, so. Hey, Pablo, how's saving the world going? Well, I caught up with Null and got a cosmic gadget. I had to fight a robot dinosaur. You had to fight what? A robot dinosaur. It was really huge. It smashed everything. I had to run away really fast. I almost died. You should have seen it. It was really cool. Pablo, I know you're saving the world, and I super appreciate it, but be careful, okay? I care about you, you know? Anyway, I have to get back to doing important things now. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye, Tony. If I see any more dinosaurs, I'll let you know. Oh my goodness. This game. Oh, can I like go in here? I'm not actually quite sure what I need to do. Animate Barrel, how are you doing? How are you doing, Animate Barrel? If y'all don't know Animate Barrel, yeah, basically, I'm super glad to be getting to know you more and more through all of these many months of streaming. Friends, I have so many... doing pretty good. Glad to hear it. Coop says it looks different because I'm using an iPhone. Right, because you're using the emoji from that. That makes sense. Apparently I can see all kinds of cool stuff underwater. That's kind of cool. I've just kind of been in this mindset lately about content creation as a whole and whether or not I feel like I'm contributing something of value or if I am continuing to perpetuate some of the more negative aspects of Twitch and YouTube. And I had a really great time watching a video just this morning, in fact, by Matt Pat. So, game theory and all of that, where Matt Pat was talking about Twitch needing to grow up. I encourage you all to check out this video. I thought it was very fascinating. And one of the things that Matt Pat brought up, which I'm going to just go ahead and just launch into a tirade about right now, is that Twitch does not encourage responsible use of other people's content and does not support creators in making the right decisions or protecting creators from the repercussions of their poor decisions. Now, you could argue that maybe that's not Twitch's responsibility, but if you look at YouTube, for example, and its methods of scanning for copyright infringement and then allowing for a content creator to then be alerted and make the corrections needed before any meaningful or lasting issues come out of that, I think that's just a much better approach. Twitch has nothing like that. So one of the things that I've thought a lot about since I started streaming is how there are certain things I do or don't do that actually hold me back from growing, from being a bigger streamer, from reaching more of an audience. And really earlier on, the number one thing I did not do, and people asked me about all the time, is why are you not playing music in your streams? Like, why aren't you just turning on the old iTunes and letting it run? Can we make song requests? All of that. It was the number one thing that people asked me about, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. Reason is, and I'll be just frank with you, in terms of legal and you can argue some of these things maybe are a little bit, is it draconian? Is that what the word is? Anyway, so you could argue against some of these things, maybe, or maybe that copyright and fair use needs to be evaluated, reevaluated, all that. But my background has informed me as to fair use and appropriate use of things. So, for example, I knew early on that you can't just stream other people's music that is copywritten. That's not okay. Even though you don't get in trouble for it on Twitch, on the platform, or at least you didn't at the time, you still can't do it. And the other thing just that seemingly was so obvious to me was that you can't just play someone else's film or TV show and expect that to be fine. That's not fair use. In fact, the fact that there are people who have recently gotten copyright notices and then actually banned, even major players like I believe Pokemon, because they were streaming anime, is like a dumb moment to me. I hate to be crass about it, but really, if you are making a sizable income on this platform, you ought to be informing yourself or have people informing you of methods of streaming that are appropriate. And of course, Twitch does not have that. So I don't want to place the blame totally on any one streamer. And there are many people who really just fundamentally don't understand these things because they've never encountered them. But it's like, yeah, that's not okay. And for many people, they've asked if I should actually, or they've asked me to do showings on Discord. Like, let's do a movie night. I'm going to just be frank with you, everybody. If you are a streamer and you're an affiliate and you are creating a community, I say that because there are many people for which creating a community is basically a nice way of saying trying to grow as a streamer. If you are creating a community by having these, hey, let's do a movie night, everybody. We're gonna all, I'm gonna put this up in Discord. We're gonna watch this Marvel movie. I'm gonna run it for us. It's like we're all in my living room, so it's fine. Actually, no. That is not actually fair use. It's actually explicitly stated in U.S. copyright law. You cannot do that. In fact, to do a showing of a film, you actually have to license that film. You actually have to pay money. So in events that I used to do, hey, Memory Martin, in events I used to do, I had to actually go out and license a film if I was going to use it. And so, I mean, yes, there are things that you can, there's ways around it, and there's new things coming up all the time. Like, hey, we can all tune in with our own Netflix subscription or what have you, and it's a way around it. And sure, there's ways around it, and you can argue fair use all till you're blue in the face. But again, at the end of the day, these are things that are not hidden knowledge. These are things, this is not hidden knowledge. These are things that are set in stone and on the books and obvious for anyone who pays attention to them. So I thought that was just fascinating, and I thought about, what are the things that I do that are of value, and even just the fact that I can play video games on Twitch, and that brings people here, I don't take for granted, because I actually think there will be a day. I think there will be a day where that will be called into question. Now, I look at it like interacting with a video game creates something new. To me, I look at it like you can't watch someone play a video game and not see some expression of the person playing the video game in that playthrough. So even if my face was not on the screen, even if it was just the game, there's still something about that experience, now depending on the game to a certain extent, that is unique because of the person doing it. And that is what I think differentiates, say, playing a video game from watching a movie. And let's be frank here, a lot of the people who are in the meta of watching anime and reacting to it, all they're doing is they're putting the anime up for everyone to watch freely, circumventing any of the paid legal avenues to watch these anime, and putting their face in the corner as they just kind of look at it and watch. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. That was supposed to be like popcorn in a soda, but I don't know I have no idea if that was a good example of it or not. And I'm not trying to be mean here. It's the reality. And as far as things like negativity on YouTube and Twitch, I'm trying to anime barrel. No, that was not it. As far as negativity, I'm trying to really avoid that. As far as just creating a fear of missing out, trying to encourage people just to aimlessly purchase things, I don't want to do that. And there was a really interesting NPR radio segment. I didn't get to hear all of it. I want to go back and listen to it. This is my reminder maybe for future self. it was on fun, and I think they used the term true fun or maybe authentic fun or something like that. And this author was talking about her first book, which was how to break up with your phone. And then she realized, as she now had this abundance of new free time, she didn't know what to do with it, and she forgot how to have authentic fun. I'll use the term authentic. I think she used true fun. And so this second book was an attempt to look at what actually is fun, and it actually talks about the real positive health benefits of having fun time in your life, but also that fun should spark some kind of joy, that fun is something that should be life changing in some way. It's not what we think of as fun, which might be mindless scrolling on social media or something where we get the dopamine response. It's actually beyond that. And instead of being purely a vehicle for pastime, it is something which actually causes us to reflect on our world and have some kind of joyful response. Pixel Knight, hello. So throws grapple into chat, keeps missing. Now I know why Batman has a grapple gun. That's funny. So that's my long sort of roundabout way to say that I have been thinking a lot about what could the future of what I do be, and do I need to, again, be more transparent with all you about my own personal life? Do I need to start doing more just chatting streams? Do I need to find things outside of the realm of video games to discuss? And most importantly, how can I operate outside of, if we call it a meta, the meta or the metas that abuse copyright and allow me to maybe make a buck off of someone else's creativity and hard work? And how do I avoid the metas which are essentially vehicles for unpaid promotion and advertisement for products and the accumulation of things, which doesn't bring us true happiness? So these are all things on my mind. I just wanted to share that with you and kind of just let you know that's where I am with all of this. And speaking of that accumulation of wealth, Pablo, you've collected a cosmic gadget. Marvelous work. From my research, I've identified this as the cosmic phone. Speaking of phones as well, it allows the user to communicate over vast distances. Professor, what's the difference between a cosmic phone and, say a regular phone? Well, it's to do with the cosmic energy and Pablo, why don't you just run along? I'm very busy. You don't know, do you? Of course I know. I have a headache. I don't feel like explaining right now. So fun. Coop says, a phone. So Memory Martin, hello. Happy belated Valentine's to you as well. Happy belated Valentine's to you all. And I should also say, congratulations, Memory Martin, on picking up this game. I know I saw on Twitter you're having a lot of fun with this one. I hope that continues. Again, anyone who here might have this game, what do you think of it? And I do also want to let y'all know that the what was it? The game is here it is. Free advertisement, right? But this game is on sale for a few more days. Arg. I'm not just trying. This is so complicated. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, everyone? All right, I don't quite know what I'm supposed to do. Also, Coop Central, if you were wondering about that first-time viewer that ended up having their message deleted, that was a bot message. Basically, this is a known issue on Twitch where we get these messages about buying views, buying people growth on Twitch, which is, of course, not the way you grow on Twitch. So, and Pixel Knight says, I don't have the game. It doesn't really look like my style, really. That's fine. And watch out for that glitch. Yes, Memory Martin, I'll have to look for that. I'm guessing I still need to talk to some people because well, I'm somewhat stuck. Let's go downstairs and see. I believe this is $14, Animate Barrel. $14, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 15, but it's only a slight sale, but a sale nonetheless. Let's go in here. That doesn't help us. I think maybe I need to figure out... Oh, that's adorable. That's adorable. Oh, I love this. Okay. I'm just taking a look around real quick because I actually don't fully know the next step, like how to get to the next world. We'll see. Hey, that's an excellent question. Chrono asks, so what games are your style, Pixel Knight? And yeah, I think that's good. Professor has a lot of books. Some of them even have pictures in them. Okay. I don't think this is going to... Oh yeah, this is just the same thing. So my next step, I guess, would be to collect more of those purple gems. I don't fully know, but Coop Central says I bought Super Paper Mario a couple of weeks ago. It's pretty good. Nice. I've heard good things about that game, actually. Pixel Knight says RPGs, Mega Man styled stuff, Power Rangers styled characters, and of course, giant robots and giant kaiju? What are kaiju? I do really like this boat. I think it's super cool. Let's see if I just keep going this way. There we go. That's the next one. Here we go. Sunny Shores, Pablo. I fitted the boat with a turbo drive. It'll give additional thrust to our locomotion protocols. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. You can now travel quickly to worlds you've already visited. Give it a try. You can go back and collect gems you might have missed. I just needed to go to the right. Look at that. X. I can try this. Ah, there we go. Okay. But let's go here. Doggy Paddle. That's the next one here. And apparently this is Japanese giant monsters like Godzilla. He's a kaiju. Okay. You learn something new every day. There's a Power Rangers fighting game I thought about checking out, but I don't think I would play it, Chronos says. Is that the latest one there? Oh, this looks nice. Okay. So yeah, I really haven't played much since Sunday. Like yesterday, I didn't. Work has actually been... It's been tough, not gonna lie. It's been a bit of a challenge. We have some new protocol in the hospital where I work around COVID and some patients. It's been tough to coordinate and figure out, and stressful. Not gonna lie. Ooh, I love this. I just really do. This reminds me of Echo the Dolphin so much. I should really stream Echo the Dolphin. And did you know they made an Echo the Dolphin sequel on PlayStation 2 and Dreamcast? That's the other thing. I want to play more varied games. I have a lot of different games that I've thought about playing. I even picked up a few. Let me actually show you real quick. I did pick up a couple of new games. I got these two right here. Little Racer, which is a slot car style game. I was looking for racers because I was trying to find the racing game that I was telling you all about. Couldn't find it, but I found this for $1.99, and I thought that sounded fun. So I picked up Little Racer. And then Airy, which is a game, I guess, that is more of an experience. It's like this bird game where you fly around and such. I don't know. It seemed kind of cool. Hey, hang on a second. I'm noticing. I don't know why, but I don't like the color temperature. Like the white balance on my video has gone out of whack here. So I'm gonna adjust that really quickly. And so give me a second. I'm gonna go to this page real quick. And see, the issue for me is I need to only buy games I will actually play. Chrono, I hear you on that. Like I've joked before, and you've heard me say this, but my video game collection is my retirement collection, my retirement plan. It's not what I plan to sell to make money for my retirement. It's what I plan to do with my retirement. Okay, sorry about that. I've just gone ahead and adjusted that white balance again. Hopefully that is good. Let's see. Coop Central says, I looked at it, that Echo thing. Yeah. Did you like that game? Do you have any interest in it? By the way, there's that white balance a bit better. I think it's just a little warmer, which is what it should be. I'm also actually playing around. I've got my webcams here because these are like my additional webcams that I've got, two C920s. My thought being, I'm going to try and set one up directly. You can't see where I'm pointing. There! Right there! Right there! Anyway, I'm going to try and set it up there. My thought being that it will be sort of a head-on, like face-first camera angle, which might look nice. I could like switch between this, which is a little off to the side, so that I'd have an angle like this where I'm like looking straight on. So I thought that might be kind of nice. And then the other one, we'll see. That'll probably not end up being used right now, unless I use it as a controller cam, which I often do. But I like having the options. So anyway, okay. Let's get back into the game, of course. Let's do it. So, Little Racer looks really cute, by the way. Definitely more for the little ones. I thought Mana Sprout would enjoy it. I shouldn't say definitely for the little ones because I haven't actually played it yet, but the little video review actually highlighted little kids playing it, so I kind of think that was the target audience there. Whee! That's the way to do that. Mana, have you tried any of the time trials? I want to see if you can best my times. Not gonna lie, I've been thinking of maybe speedrunning the trials, at least since I was showing the game to Kreiser yesterday. Ooh, that would be cool. I should try one. Choose a level for me and I'll do it. And give me your time and we'll see if I can do better. So PSA, don't ever tease someone by pretending to press the reset or power button on a system. You might just press it. Did that just happen to you? Oh no. Ah, this is life, Pablo. Sand at my feet, sea breeze in my feathers. I could see myself retiring here one day. It would be the perfect place to finish my book. Yeah, it's great here. So much water to swim in. Pablo, we live on a boat. You can go swimming wherever you like. Wow, I never thought of that. Thanks, Professor. Don't mention it. So fun. There we go. I love these mechanics. Can I like bash into it? Yeah. Oh no, I can't. Oh, I thought that would actually be like a charge attack, but apparently it is not. Oh boy. Maybe I need to... I don't know if I'm supposed to... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Whoa, hello there. Oh dear. Didn't mean to do that. Don't think I want to do that yet. There we are. Dash Magnum, good evening to you. How are you doing? Okay, Memory Martin says... Here we go, let's see. Memory Martin says... 1-1, 132.60. Let's give it a shot, shall we? We will get right to that. Ooh, how do I get up there, I wonder? Let's see. Wait, the main character lives on a boat with a mentor character and a smart female and is a treasure hunter? This is just Mega Man Legends. I mean, I guess, yeah, you're kind of right there. Oops. I've never actually played all the way through Mega Man Legends, but good point. Whoa, oh. Maybe I do one of these. There we go. And then I go like this. Oh. Do I need to, like, do one of these? Oh, so close. Oh, so close. Oh, boy. All right. And thanks for the mana. How's the Grapple Dog tonight? Well, I'll tell you what. This dog, he be a grappling. He's not a gremlin, he's a grappling. Also, gee whiz, this game. So adorable. Look at the sun in the background there. Ooh, folks. You know what I'm super excited for? The Panic Playdate. The Playdate by Panic. This is the new console. Like, I was thinking about this today. I really am super excited for this console. This little handheld. I just think it's going to be super fun. The rumor is very soon we should be getting our initial initial units, which, yeah, cool, right? Anyway, that just came to my mind. Coop says, "Get it." Are you talking about? Are you talking about the Panic Playdate? Oh, what? The coconuts can launch from the tree? That's kind of cool. Ooh, how do I do this? Okay. I love the comments right now. Oh, how am I supposed to get up there? Well, that seems strange. Well, maybe I have to go down this way, huh? Mana, do you have a scene to show off your game on one side and someone else on the other? Like how you helped me make my Pokemon race scene with Harem? I mean, I technically don't have one set up explicitly, but I can make one fairly easily, and it's something which I oh, I see, that makes you jump. Okay. It's something which I've kind of done in the past. A lot of times what I do is, like, for example, so like this scene here, I might use this other screen for myself and the other person. And then, like, it's not this screen exactly, but I'd use like the 16:9 here. And then I'd put the game off to the side. But that's usually for 4x3 games. So I don't know. How is STO last night? Chrono asks for Dash. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, I see. You can pass right through them or bounce off them. I see now. What is STO? Hey, man, do you like Chippendale Rescue Rangers? Yeah, I do. Chippendale Rescue Rangers. Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Thank you, by the way. I know Chrono mentioned earlier liking my singing in these streams, which is super kind, as I just tried to sing over this game music. It's not easy to do that, by the way. It was good, Chrono. We got a good ways into the starting story, and everyone had a lot of fun with it. I can't wait for Wednesday. Oh, Star Trek Online. There we go. Thank you. Yes. I'm finally fulfilling my promise to make a Gorn. It's off to a great start. Excellent, Dash. I want to know more. I want to watch. Folks, I'm going to do a couple of shout-outs here. But I'm going to ask for a couple of shout-outs here. Dash Magnum, would you please shout out my friend Memory Martin, working on some Pokemon speed runs and the like. And then, Memory Martin, would you please shout out Dash Magnum, who is playing some Star Trek Online, a brand new streamer who I really respect and appreciate, and both are such huge helps to this community and the streaming that happens here. Alright, we are making our way. Ooh, that's exciting. Can we go this way? I had a feeling. I have a feeling deep inside. Oh, yeah. Actually, Dash, we were talking about this at the start of one of your streams. The, I can't do that. The Beatles Disney Plus film. I have not actually watched it yet. It is on my list to watch, but I mean, I have a fair idea of the content in it, but I'm really excited to watch it. My parents have watched it, but I did finally finish Book of Boba Fett. Oh, I watched all of it, and now I'm actually going back and watching the final season of the Clone Wars finally. I can't believe I still hadn't watched it, but I went back to watch the other seasons before watching the final season, and then I have the Bad Batch to watch. So I'm kind of catching up, but I've watched all of Mandalorian, I watched all of Rebels, and I've watched all of the Book of Boba Fett. Lots of fun. So, a lot of footage, but worth a watch from a documentary point of view. And also a music point of view, I would think there, Dash. I mean, I love the Beatles' music. It's really amazing that this band was able to just create so many incredible and persistently everlasting songs, like evergreen music, you could call it, if you take Nintendo's title or moniker of those evergreen games like Mario Kart, those games where people just never tire of them. They can be put for sale many, many years before, and still people will buy them because they are so good. Well, the Beatles basically invented that with their music, right? We still are buying the Beatles music because it's some of the best music ever made. Chrono says, confused, watching the Book of Boba Fett? This is fair. It is funny. I never thought about that. But yes, the Book of Boba Fett, which is a show on Disney+. Ooh, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, this is not good. Ooh, boy. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, boy. I suddenly don't like this anymore. There we go. And the bell. Boom. And Dash says, lol, it's a picture book. I missed some stuff. Memory Martin, by the way, redeemed a highlighted message. And let's go back to that real quick. Oh, darn. You know what? This always happens to me. I forget to log into my featured chat here. I was going to pull it up on screen. Let's take a look at it. What? Is it a kid's book for Baby Yoda? Oh, I missed one. Dang nabbit. Dang nabbit. Oh, well. Oh, well. So the the question there, Memory Martin. Art of Mana, I was thinking if you want, we can voice chat and do a race of 1-1 time trial. Ooh, that is an idea. I'm trying to think how that would work, though, with having two people on, because I'm not sure how I would... Like, it'd be cool if we did it... Let's talk about doing that where we actually display both of our game screens and video feeds. Or is that what you're thinking, is doing like a video feed, like you would do your video feed and I would do my video? That I don't have a setup for, where I could have two 16:9s. I like this idea, though. Now I'm trying to figure it out. Dash says, I mean, you kid, but it's kind of true from a certain point of view. I like that, Dash. Like I'd share my screen like you do for me to see the Zelda game in real time. Yeah. I suppose I could crop... I guess I could crop the screen up here so that it was centered and you saw both of it. But, you know, I don't know. What do you all think in chat? What do you think? Chat, do you think it's worth doing that at the moment? Or do you think perhaps we maybe look to do it another time? I don't know. Because with Harry, I might do a screen display, have him on one monitor with my game OBS and chat on the other. Yeah, I mean, it's really more of how I would lay it out with having the game displayed, you know? See, these custom borders that I have, I created them in Photoshop, and I can basically move them around and make them whatever size, but I don't have I don't have a way to, like, I can't just now have, I don't have any side-by-side 16:9 screens set up, or like stacked 16:9 screens. So that's the thing I don't know what I would do. Oh wait, I like this. I like some of the comments. Let's back up to some comments here. Mana needs a challenge anyway. Coop says, Chrono says go for it. Oh wait, streaming is already a challenge. Coop says test it. Marvel 616 even has an episode on the Marvel method. I don't know what that means. I think Pixel Knight was talking about the Marvel method, but I missed it. Surely, why not? Now I have a vested interest in seeing how streamers approach certain challenges. Okay. Okay. So let's... Oh. I just thought of another challenge. Okay. I can still do this. However, I'm actually going to do... First, I'm going to turn on my desktop computer and give that the requisite 16 minutes it's going to take to get booted up. So I'm going to do another level in the meantime. Reason being, my friend, when I have done game capture straight off of Discord on my streaming PC, it can create some lagging. So I don't want to do that just yet. So I'm going to attempt it. We're going to do this, but the first lesson here in adaptability and responding to challenges in stream for Dash and Chrono or anyone else who is interested is to know your limitations and to figure out a way to pad the time so that while we're waiting to implement a technique that would actually work, we are not allowing dead space on air. So adaptability. Right now, I am doing something else while we wait for something to do its thing, while you don't even pay attention to that because I'm entertaining with other means. Look at that. Look how entertaining Mana is. What a guy. What a guy. We have a good opportunity to learn, Chrono says. So, there you go, my friends. So, yeah, Memory Martin, if you want to start getting things set up on your end, I'll go ahead and let this computer boot up, play this level, and then we'll do it. Let's do it. Surely. Why not? Why not? Let's make this happen. It'll be fun. And I gotta remember those green balloons are really interesting because you have to have some... well, you have to have your attack in order to make it happen, and that's kind of cool. Ooh, these crabs are like from Mario, and not just Super Mario Brothers, but actually Mario Brothers. In other words, you have to stomp the ground or pound the ground to flip them over, but if you do it again, they flip back. That's cool. Pixel Knight says the Marvel method is basically when the writer, instead of using a full script, uses an outline for the story and the word balloons are added later. Oh, fascinating. That is fascinating. Okay. So it's drawn prior to the full script, is that correct? That's interesting. Huh. Not something that I knew or am very familiar with, but fascinating. Building off of what Pixel Knight said, it was a way to save time and money so there was fewer back and forths between writer and artist, and it really relied on a lot of trust between the two. Mary Martin says, okay, should I get in the garden? Not yet. It's going to be a few minutes before I can finish this level, so... you can, I mean, you feel free, you're welcome to, but you don't have to because I'm not really ready yet. Ooh, I want to go up there, I think. Oh no, I want to go here. Got the game loaded, right on. Okay. And then here, let's go up here. There. And so I'm glad that I went that way. Otherwise, I would have failed to have gotten that gem. All right. Whee! So you do a little bit of practice if you want there, Memory Martin. Maybe not on 1-1. Well, I guess you've already had practice, so whatever. If/when I lose horribly, I'll understand. I'll be like, well, oh, I see. Look at that. Chase me. Oh, that was pretty wicked. I like it. Pixel Knight says this method was mainly used from the 60s to about the 80s. Interesting. Yeah, I can't say that I'm familiar with this. It's really cool. Dash says, so the writer does like an outline saying what he basically wants on each page. And then the artist basically draws what they think communicates that story best on 22 or so pages. Then the writer looks the art over and writes in the word balloons to sort of compromise between what the artist drew and what they originally intended for the story. That's awesome. And yes, not something I am familiar with. And we have a Gar PG in the house. If we could get a shout out for Gar, that would be awesome. A family-friendly streamer, loves their role-playing games, and they are lurking. Ow. And there's your lurk message there. Oh, bottom man, that's too kind. Wow, he must have rolled a natural 20. GarPG is in the house. Coop says, I'm not someone who completes all his games. Definitely not me either. And I'm okay with that. There are plenty of games that I have enjoyed tremendously and have not finished, and maybe someday I will. And, you know, when I don't finish them, it's like, well, it always gives me a little bit of, a little excitement to try and do it again at another time. And sometimes I just get lucky and have the opportunities and the desire to play a game to completion. But the game I have played the most in my life, or the games I should say, well, I'll tell you, actually, the number one game that I have played the most, that is to say, the most playthroughs, start to finish. I don't know if I can even say that. The longest. It's not necessarily the most. It's probably the most hours I've probably. No, I can't even say that with certainty. I've played through it start to finish, and it is a long game. I would be thinking, maybe tempted to say it would be Ocarina of Time. What about you? Anyone else have a particular game that they know that they've just invested a lot of time into? What are some of those games for you? What are some of your most played games? Most beaten, most played? Yeah, oops. And Chrono asks, Gar, how is Lost Ark? Oh, and Gar is currently streaming Dicey Dungeons right now. Currently streaming. See? Bot of Mana does indeed tell you if somebody is currently streaming a game. They say that the game name, provided they are currently streaming. So there we go. Woo. Pixel Knight says, it depends on the game. If I get 100%, I get 100% in both recent Spider-Man games, for example. Do you remember Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri? Animate Barrel says, I can't say that I do, although I know Sid Meier, of course, the Civ games and whatnot. I know there was a game that had to do with space exploration. Apparently it was a really popular game, and there was like a Linux remake of it, and I played that. I can't remember if that was based off what you're talking about. I feel like it might have been. It was Civ in space and super fun. I mean, that does sound pretty fun. So this probably wasn't that, but what I played had to do with a lot of navigation around these planets and stuff. and you would make contact with different alien species. And like one of the things I remember was that depending, oh no, well that stunk. That as you fly around, you could like get ambushed by this alien species, and it was not clear whether or not they were on your side or not. I remember that being kind of cool. Yeah, Memory Martin, that was unfortunate. Dash looks at hours played stats on Star Wars The Old Republic and Star Trek Online and just shakes head. Fair enough. I didn't even think about that. MMOs, yeah, those lend themselves to lots of playtime. You know, I'm surprised if some people mention Animal Crossing. I think... I'm wondering if my Animal Crossing playthroughs exceed... I don't think so. I think my Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time just came at a time in my life where I had that expendable time, you know? And I played so much of that game, and I repeated it. I played it all the way through several times, and I always like to share my story of having played all the way through it, walking everywhere. Which you might ask, why in the world would you do that? But honestly, it was just because I thought that was a fun challenge. Like, I could do this, you know? So I literally played the game using the analog stick in one of the first positions just because I thought it would be a cool challenge. I believe it, Chrono says. But Animal Crossing would be a big one for me. I mean, there's probably games like even Splatoon I put a lot of hours into. But I don't know that I could say it's my most played game. I know the other game I put a lot of hours into would be like the original Super Mario Brothers, Secret of Mana, of course. Secret of Mana would probably be... So I'd say Secret of Mana could even be my most played because of how many hours I put into it. And yet I think... I'm pretty sure Ocarina of Time wins, and even if not, the fact that I played it so many times, beat it so many times, and created these little like challenges for myself. I've never done some of the challenges like hard mode in Secret of Mana. I have a friend, Cassidy Carey, who is a member of a Seiken Densetsu fan site that I was a part of. I'm still a part of, but when it was really heavy, when we were kind of getting a revival of the series, I got to know a lot of people through that. Cassidy Carey actually is one of the first people I knew who streamed, and he was streaming on Twitch before I really knew what Twitch was. And he did a challenge in Secret of Mana where he wouldn't use magic at all. Which is, if you know that game, that is a challenge because a lot of the bosses can just be breezed through if you just spam magic. So he did that. It was pretty cool. We missed ones. Again, we missed another one, but okay. Now, you know what I didn't do, and hopefully this isn't gonna mess me up. Just pull up my computer here. Let's see how long it takes to actually log in. I started the computer, but I didn't log it in. So, once again, adjusting, right? Pixel Knight says, I love Spider-Man. I do think Spider-Man PS4 Into the Spider-Verse were breaths of fresh air. Those games, I played a little bit. Super fun. Secret of Mana with no magic. Exactly, right? Chrono remembers when Twitch was Justin TV, right? Dash says, weirdly for me, New Vegas always ran fine. It was Fallout 3 that always gave me computer troubles. Pixel Knight says the Spider-Man PS4 game was really good, mainly because Peter is actually an adult and he actually develops as a character through comics. Or as a character, comics. There we go. Chrono says, I think Terraria is my most played game for the last couple of years. That's a good idea. I think in the last couple of years for me, it would be Animal Crossing New Leaf, Animal Crossing New Horizons, and Splatoon 2. I've put a lot of hours into Breath of the Wild on stream as well, but The last few years, most of my gaming has happened on stream. Animate Barrel says Animal Crossing New Horizons wins hand down. Animate Barrel. Oh, and also they put a lot of hours into House Flipper too. That's right. Kona says Okami is one, Terraria, and right now Animal Crossing New Horizons. Mary Martin, New Horizons, Pokemon Sword. Pixel Knight says I've also played the Batman Arkham games a bunch. I've only played the third one on the Wii U. Coop says Minecraft. There we go. These are all good games, yeah. By the way, only showing the game, took a shower before you went live, Memory Martin says. No worries. So, Memory Martin, you can go ahead and hop in to the, I guess, actually, let's do this through a private chat. Let's do it just through a private chat. I will start, I guess I'll start a video call, even though I don't have a camera. So we'll just do that. No camera there. Super Mario Odyssey, yes. And then, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on a second here. Once you are in here, Memory Martin. Let's see, are you in there? Oh, you're muted. Hold on a second. I can fix it. I can fix it. Memory Martin.
Hello.
Memory Martin, what is up?
Yay. Hi. Hello, chat.
Let's see here. Why is it that, let's see, maybe I need to adjust. I'm going to just adjust the audio a touch here.
Hey, Dash.
Let's see here. Ah, yes, I think that's the reason why. Oops. Let's boost that down. All right. And then would you mind saying a few more things there, my friend?
How's it going, you guys? Happy belated Valentine's.
Thank you.
No,
okay.
we're not talking to Crazer Evie. Aw, there you go.
All right. So now I've got your feed there.
Sweet.
And let's see. I'm going to just have to do a few little things here.
Mm-hmm.
So before, well, as we're getting this all set up here, I would love for you to take a moment, if you would, to let folks know a bit about who you are, as now you're just suddenly this random voice appearing on my screen, right?
Yes. All right. Well, as Mana just said, I am. Good night, Chrono.
Oh,
right.
yes, Chronolox, you gotta head to bed. No problem. Thank you so much. It's always nice to hang out with you, Chrono. Sleep well, do good, and be well. And I'll catch you next time.
Yes. Peace and love, man. All right. So, I am the disembodied voice that is Memory Martin. No, I'm just kidding.
So disembodied. So disembodied.
Yeah, so disembodied. Yes. Anyways. No, but seriously. So, I'm an autistic streamer. I range from family-friendly to PG-13, depends on the game. I mostly do Pokemon casual runs and Professor Oak challenges, Animal Crossing games, and other variety games. I just love vibing and having good times.
And what are the current streams that you're working on now?
Last Thursday I did a race with Harem. We're doing Professor Oak challenge with Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. And those who don't know, basically you have to acquire every Pokemon available in the dex before a gym battle. So right now, we are working on getting the last 3 badges. And we were very surprised at the badge order that we're getting them in. Because
Really?
it's not what we were expecting. Yeah. We were expecting to get the one that allows you to use the fly move, but no, that's actually the last one that we're getting.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor, Memory Martin? Would you hop into the level, just a standard run in the level? I just want to basically get our screens adjusted here.
Yep.
Thank you
And I've
so
got
much.
the audio muted so chat doesn't hear double.
Perfect. I am getting close here. Again, this is all on the fly stuff, you know? And this is the challenge. Did I fall asleep on the keyboard, Coops asks? Maybe. Did you add a couple extra O's to your hello? Is that what it is? Dash says, oh yeah, happy Latentines. There you go. Is that? That's funny. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and adjust a couple of things here. So, Memory Martin, what is your favorite Pokemon game?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, a lot of people were expecting me to say Platinum because that was my first game, but actually Pokemon Black and White. That was one of the reasons why I told you I think that's like the best game for Mana Sprout to start off on.
And what is the reason that you like that so much? What are some of the things that just really, like, what speaks to you about that game?
So my experience with the Pokemon franchise was actually kind of unique compared to most people. So like I just said, I started off with Pokemon Platinum. That was like the first game I owned. But the first one I had seen gameplay of was Pokemon Fire Red. I've told this story before on here and on my channel. So ever since I was a kid, I've watched a guy named Sugar Conroy on YouTube, and the first video I saw of his was right when he had started his Pokemon Fire Red Let's Play. It was his first Pokemon Let's Play, and something about it just instantly drew me to it. I don't know what it was. And so my parents got me Pokemon Platinum for my birthday, because around the time that I had finished watching it, the game was coming out. And yeah, so there was that, and then Black and White was it was the fourth game of the franchise that I had played, because I had played the Pokemon Ranger and Mystery Dungeon spin-offs as well. And I just liked the feel of the older characters, because at this point I was, let me think, I got Platinum when I was 10. So I must have played Black and White when I was like 12, 13. And the characters in Black and White are actually like some of the oldest characters. I think they're like 14 at this point in the story. Yeah. And just the philosophy in it, which you might like, I'm not sure. That I will say will definitely go over Mana Sprout's head.
Which is fine. I mean, I think it's perfectly fine to have like some deep thoughts that maybe don't really translate well to younger audiences until they're older, because then they're exposed to it. Like, actually, in truth, a lot of young people can really understand a lot more than we give them credit for. But at least, at the very least, it doesn't hurt for them to be exposed to it, right?
Yeah. But yeah, and also, like, at this point, so one of the other reasons that those who don't know, I had sent Mana, I had a second copy of Pokemon White, and I offered it to him for Mana Sprout for Christmas. And one of the main reasons I had sent it to him, aside from it being my favorite game, is in Pokemon Black and White, you start off with only the new Pokemon that were introduced in the main story. You don't get access to the older generations until the post-game.
Yep.
Which I think would be a great challenge.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a cool idea, and definitely, as I'm looking at the Pokemon games, like, I'm kind of interested more typically in the games that are slightly older. I know I tend to like the look of them more, and I kind of just feel like sometimes with franchises, you know, especially these ones that have these amazing games now, like, sometimes young kids will look at, I sound like I'm old here, but they'll look at new games and they'll just sort of say, oh, well, that doesn't look good, or look at old games, in beloved franchises that they've played the newer games of, say, well, that doesn't look as good, so I'm not as interested in it. That kind of breaks my heart a little bit. I want Mana Sprout to be exposed to the classics, as they say, you know?
Yeah.
I'm almost done here. If you'll permit me just a few more little things here. I think I'm just about done. Oh, you know what?
Enjoy your work, Barrel, and sleep well.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. One little thing I'm going to add here, which I think would be a nice touch. Oh. You know what? I think it's okay. I think it's okay like this. All right. So are we ready for the big reveal, everybody? Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me exit.
You're going to exit?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, why don't you stay in there for a little bit? That way folks can see from that perspective there. Refuses to leave before Bottom Mana wishes me good night. That's right. Oh yeah, Animate Barrel has lurked. Bottom Mana. What? Bottom Mana, why aren't you saying anything? Let's see. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That's super nice of you there. That's a nice one there. Okay. So yeah, let's do the big reveal. Maybe before Animate Barrel has to leave. Bot's asleep at the digital wheel. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna just add 2 more real quick little things here. I think possibly. Let's see. Am I? No, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. I would otherwise, but ready? Drum roll, please. Can we get some emotes in the chat real quick? That's so sweet. Thank you, Bottom Mana. Yeah, thanks, Bottom Mana. That you took the words out of my my mouth there, Bottom Mana. All right, everybody, drum roll, please. If we can get some emotes in the chat. Brrr, hype, 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 hype. There we go. There we got those lovely emotes from Memory Martin. We have to get a few more emotes to get going. Gotta get this going, you know what I mean? There we go. We've got some Art of Mana hype. Oh, there we go. Pixel Knight, that's helpful. Those are good. I'll add a few there. Art of M cheers. Boom. I think we're there. 3, 2, 1, and boom. There we are. What do you think, everybody? So this this is the way that I was able to get our streams in this look now.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it took a second because lag.
Yeah, of course, right.
Yes.
So there are definitely some things here I would have improved. Now, I have to kind of give you a little background before we get too far in. Very nice, Dash says. The reason that I don't have words here is that I actually do have. I'm still going through. I'm basically taking my master list of scenes, and I am still copying that scene collection, and then I am removing the scenes which I am not using currently. And so if I'm doing like a 16:9, standard 16:9, I'll do that. The reason I'm doing that is I have a master copy. I am still changing things in and evolving the look of my stream. And until I'm done with that, I suspect there's so much bloat in the stream overlays that it doesn't make a lot of sense to just keep that same one. I'm basically just working on a master list, and then I'll hopefully have them all there. But in my master list, I do have the nicely designed labels for people who are guides of mana. I don't have them in this scene. So if I did, then I would include, for Memory, Martin, and me, the names on here. But basically my approach to getting this done was, hey, I've got a guest. Let's leverage that and allow Memory Martin some opportunity to get to know everyone and to chat in the stream. And that would also give me the opportunity to get the gameplay all set up. And so I just took my 16:9 and I split it. One thing that I really like doing is if I'm going to do that, just leaving that little black bar that's right in the middle. It's an easy thing to do. I cropped the images and then I just simply left a little bit of the black background there. And a lot of times when people are doing any kind of split screen, they won't leave anything between the two video feeds. And I find that even if it's just the slightest of slight black bars, it really does make a difference in the legibility of what is what, and oh hey, these are two separate screens. Oh, now I get it, right? Now we're playing split screen Grapple Dog. So Memory Martin, I think we are good to go here. And oh hey, Coop Central, good night folks. Did you see my Turtle News chat message? I didn't. Coops.
I saw something.
Good night, Coops. Oh, just straight up Turtle News. Turtle News. He's walking, and he's walking and walking. Well, that's Turtle News. Come back tomorrow for more Turtle News. I love it. That's funny.
Good night, Coops.
Good night, Coops. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, so let's get out of here. We're gonna we're gonna exit the stage. Of course, the illusion is somewhat broken as we do this, but that's okay. Okay. So let's go into it, and we're doing time trial, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So hop into where it says time trial.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do countdown. We'll go 3, 2, 1, play. And at play, we'll go ahead and enter in the time trial. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Okay, I've never done this before. Let's see how this goes. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay. Uh-oh. I guess I did a little bit faster. I should have compensated for stream delay. Okay. So we're just trying to get to the end. Let's see how this goes. I am the nerves. Okay. Oh, I need to get a thing for the... Oh, shucks. Already messed up. Already messed up. And we're going to go this way. I think it's this way. Wait, right? No? Uh-oh. Oh, no! Uh-oh. Oh, man. Yeah, Memory Martin is cruising. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I just don't need that goat? Maybe I don't need the goat. Oh, I don't need the goat! Why? Why did I wait there? Oh, silly mana. Okay. There we go. I didn't even need to do that. There we go. Memory Martin taking the lead there. Woo, boy. But that's okay. We're going to just keep on rolling. Oops.
Come on.
Oh, boy.
I'm pressing B game.
Oh, boy.
Okay. One thing I found weird, like, okay, so I know you saw the tweet that I posted last night about that glitch. Because I was doing... Okay, so those who don't know, I was actually doing another time trial last night. And I found a glitch where if you try... In one of the other levels, if you try to grapple an enemy when it's against the wall, then you'll get stuck on the wall. So I had tweeted to Super Red Games about it because I tried finding the developers, but they didn't have a Twitter, so I went to them instead. And apparently, whack. I win. Let's see.
Ah, you already got there.
Yeah, I kind of clipped through the corner on the one bot. I didn't beat my best time. Oh well, at least I got the 140. Wow, 140 on the dot.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, ah. There we go. That worked. Oh. I think I will want a rematch now that I've sort of refamiliarized myself with this level.
Sure.
Okay, and...
Wait, what? I counted as a silver? Oh, I don't get the pet. I want to pet Pablo. No fair.
No.
Oh, well.
How did I do?
Oh,
1, 2... Oh, I almost got bronze, but I didn't get any. Okay. Retry? So we'll hit retry after a countdown?
yes.
Okay, everybody.
Yes, you get the pet instead, Evie.
Let's see if we can do this. All right, 3, 2, 1, play. That was a much better coordinated press play. Let's see how we do. And let's go. So I'm sorry, you were sharing.
Oh yeah, no, so like I kinda had clipped through the corner, like on that bot where you can grapple through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
Which yeah, I mean, I'm sure there are going to be speedrunners who are going to exploit some of these things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Oh boy. I'm like, my thumb is starting to hurt because I'm just holding down that right button, or that right direction button so much.
Really? I'm using the analog stick.
Oh. Yeah, oh, I think I went the wrong way here. There we go. Oh no! Oh, shucks. Oh no, I almost had it. No. Okay. There's that, there's that, there's that, there's that. And... Ooh, Nelly. Ooh! Booyah! Booyah! How did I do? Let's see. Did I do it? Memory Martin!
Oh no. Oh no. What's your time? Oh no. I'm scared. What's your time? Oh!
I'm gonna pet my doggy. I'm gonna.
Oh! And I got 140 again. Because I kept getting stuck on that
Oh,
wall.
oh wait. I actually. I was gonna say.
I-
Now I'm on your screen right now, but I. Oops. Dasco, welcome on in.
Hi, Dusco.
That's your screen, and then although your screen looks a little strange at the moment, because it's not full screen, but then I can do. Hold on a second. This right there. That's gonna be my screen, and I just had a nice little pet with my pet there. Okay. Do you want to try it one more time?
Yes.
Okay.
Now we have to retire. Right?
We got to. We're gonna do some races. This is fun. Anyone here? Let's see. Do you think I can beat 123? Is this going to be better or worse? What do you think? Pixel Knight says DC revealed a bunch of new footage from their films this year. Surprisingly, I have higher hopes for Black Adam than I do for the new Batman film. And honestly, not really excited for Batman. Honestly, me neither. I feel like Batman in the movies has gotten so dark, and I really want to see a return to some of the campy and fun Batman. So, okay, why don't you do the countdown this time?
Alrighty. You want to do it?
Please,
Are you sure?
please.
Okay.
Please.
I love it. That was adorbs. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. Okay. Dasco, how are you doing, man? Having fun with Grapple Dog? I sure am, and I am playing with Memory Martin.
Hey, Dusco.
Doing some races, which is a lot of fun. Okay. All right. Oh, I messed up. Oh boy. There we go. Kind of messed that up. I don't know if that's gonna be.
Oh, I know
An
where you
issue.
are because I can tell from the music and sound effects.
Oh,
That's how much I played this first level.
that's impressive.
Yeah. And keep in mind, I got the game like right after you finished streaming it.
Right. Oh, you played a lot more than I did, because I didn't play it since I streamed it. I wish I
Yeah.
had, but didn't get a chance to
I
yet.
literally just beat the level before the first boss because because like I was starting to get tired, so I was like, all right, let me finish up this level, and then I'll do it. And unfortunately, oh my gosh,
Woo!
because I was tired, I kept
Oh no.
messing up on the trajectory for the little for the balloon things.
Mm-hmm.
Not these ones, the other ones that are introduced in that level.
Uh-huh.
And so I kept missing the bell
No, so close. No. So close
Nah,
to beating my last one, but I goofed.
I didn't beat your time either.
So okay, well. First of all, let's see. We're gonna finish up your run there. Okay,
Well, at least
not
I
bad,
beat
not bad.
140.
What did you do? Let's see.
137.58.
And I got 124.57. So a couple of seconds, or like no, like about a second longer than my last one. Hey, no, but that's your new record, isn't it?
No, my
Oh
new
no,
record now is
132, 132.
132.62.
Okay. Now I'm gonna just pop over here so I can go ahead and pet Grapple Dog. Look at that. Ah, it's so adorable.
I know.
There you go. Okay, so I want to try it again, and I want to offer a couple of thoughts on, and maybe you might have some insight. So
Sure.
first of all, I'm using the D-pad, but that's just because for me 2D games, I think this game was designed with the D-pad in mind because even with the analog stick, there's still only 8 degrees of movement. But hey, if whatever works for you, I know plenty of people who use the analog stick, but I think the analog stick, as you go back and forth, it has more travel, and so it actually introduces more delay. That's kind of my thought. But then the other thing is, I think that what got me the most speed in the first run, or like the second run, I guess it was. Come to think of it, the one that I had some familiarity with the level in, is that I would grab the grapple, like I'd grab the blue block, and I would grapple. But as I was grappling, I would push down so that my hook would get more length, and then I would get more travel as I went. Is that something that is that how you're doing it?
Yeah, usually with the analog stick, I just like tilt down
Okay,
and left or right to get momentum.
gotcha. So like you get your swing, and then down and over, and then you release at the right time, and you're good.
Yep.
Okay. The thing that saved me the most time on my first run was I grappled off the last block up into the bell, as opposed to having to go through the blocks and bounce against them.
Huh. Okay.
Which was a total accident because I just happened to be in the right position. But I goofed. I should have said that was my second time, but I goofed on getting over to that area. I think I could shave off. I'm going to say I could shave off 10 seconds. I bet
Yeah.
I could get to 113 is what I think I could get to. What do you think? Everyone in the chat, do you think I could get to 113?
I will say, wall sliding is not your friend in time trials, because I was doing the time trial in the one where it introduces the X blocks, and when you have to get do you remember the part where you have to get the 2 X blocks on either side, and there's just spikes at the
Oh
bottom?
yeah, yep.
That's the worst. I'm like spamming A to like slide down faster.
Yeah, just that was my sound effect for the like slow sliding down the wall. What do you think? What can you do to improve your time?
Ugh.
Any
Let's
thoughts
see.
on how you can improve your time, Memory Martin?
No, I think basically, so like I don't know if you saw, but I was skipping the first blue block because you can get the corner of the ledge and then just run right. So
Oh,
like what
okay.
like what I do, yeah, I just wall jump and then hold right, and then I just go, and then I start grappling on
I'll
the
t-
second one.
I'll tell you what. Let's do something here. Give me a
Okay.
second. I would
Mm-hmm.
like to try it with your permission here.
Yep.
I would like to try just watching you do a run. Would that be
Sure.
okay? Okay,
Yeah, that's fine.
give me a moment here because I'm just gonna adjust. I'm gonna adjust the game display
Mm-hmm.
because, like I said, when I accidentally forgot that it would show your game the last time I did this, because Discord is the way it is, it creates a little border around the game. And so I just want to get
Mhm.
rid of that here real quick and just
That could
tidy
also
things up.
be. It could also be the game capture because that's just what Elgato. Well, it could be. It could be
Oh,
either. It could be. Well, it could be either Discord or the Elgato game capture. I say that, but it also does that with Harem when he's sharing screens with me. So I have to use the crop pad filter
gotcha.
for
It
our emulator. So it could be Discord.
yeah. I kind of think it's Discord, but I mean
Yeah.
that's a good point. I didn't think about that too. It could be
Yeah. Cause
could be
like so
that.
like chat never sees it, but for me on my screen, like I have a black border around the game, but they can't see it because of the way that OBS captures the
Gotcha.
Elgato. So yeah.
Gotcha. Real quickly, I do want to catch up on chat for a moment and just say, Dash says Discord does mess things up every now and then. Dosco, how are
Mm-hmm.
you, man? Having fun with Grapple Dog? Indeed, I am. And now this screen over here is actually Memory Martin. We're gonna watch Memory Martin. Do you mind if I do a little like play-by-play announcement style while you do this?
Sure, let me
Okay.
turn on my audio.
I'm gonna get that mic real close as we prepare for Memory Martin's run of the century. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up. We've got Memory Martin in this corner with Grapple Dog. Can Memory Martin defeat her time of 132.62? We're going to find out in this exciting round. Let's see. Memory Martin, take it away.
Yes, I know, baby. Mom is going. Hi.
3, 2, 1, and we're off. And right out of the gates, we've got Grapple Dog making a nice leap and a bound over all of the boxes. We've got Memory Martin having a few little seconds of time wasted by grappling or by coming right up against that wall. But we've got, an excellent move there right off of that blue block. Unfortunately, having to backtrack just a little bit. But as we come into this corner, an excellent maneuver bouncing right down between those green blocks as soon as possible. Getting a little bit of a hit there, which just takes away a slight amount of time, but not too bad. Memory Martin grabbing that jump pad to get to that blue block, not needing the block up here. This might be a place where Memory Martin could shave off a few seconds if Memory Martin were to use those blue blocks for a ramp heading on over. But here we are in this next section. We've got Memory Martin taking yet another hit. Unfortunately, those hits do take up a little bit of time and a third here, but now we've got some excellent grappling maneuvering and a great bounce off the blue balloon. Will Memory Martin be able to take all of the gold? We're going to find out. Here we are entering this next section. This section can be very tough, especially... Oh, I didn't even realize there was a launch pad right there.
Oh no.
And now we're in trouble as Memory Martin gets into an infinite loop. The infinite loop does not do well. Memory Martin defeated in this round, but that is not it. It is not over yet because Memory Martin, ever intrepid and ever adventurous, is going to start again. 3, 2, 1. Will this round go a little bit better? Okay, already shaving off some time. Will Memory Martin remember where the jump button is? Doesn't matter. Memory Martin using that excellent maneuver of mashing the A button to get down off the jumps right away, shaving off some critical milliseconds. As we know, every second counts, and every millisecond is a millisecond won or lost in the game of Grapple Dog. Here we are, rounding this next section. This is where a lot of time was saved. A pretty good maneuver right there in the green block. Not the best one based on last time, but still good. And some good recovery there using the blue blocks. Ooh, right there, a hit, taking just a little bit of time away from Memory Martin this round. Here we are into this next section. A nice boost off the balloon. And only that one hit, so we're still looking pretty good. This could be the run that is going to save Memory Martin and get those precious seconds knocked off. Maybe is this going to be a PB? We're going to find out. Next round here, we're seeing that excellent maneuver through that section. It does take a lot of finesse to be able to grapple against those blue blocks, but here we are. Memory Martin using the safe route here, using that launch pad as opposed to the high blue block. It does seem to work well for her, though. Let's see. Here we are going through this next section. A nice maneuver off that block. Ooh, just nicking the corner of that block, making it... Oh, and into that infinite loop. There we go. We are saved, but just nicking that corner of that block, just... Unfortunately, meaning that some precious seconds lost. But here we are with 129.15, making it a PB. What is up with that? A PB, Memory Martin. How do you feel?
Not the way I wanted to go, but I always got a PB.
It's a PB. I think let's try that again, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's give it one more shot, and then we're gonna go and see if Mana can do it. That's gonna be the next round.
Thank you, Dash.
GG, Memory Martin. Excellent job. All right. All right, and here we are. Memory Martin is off, already saving some precious seconds by not running right against all of those walls. A nice little maneuver there with the down pound just to be able to launch Memory Martin self off. Oh no, and getting a little messed up with that wall climb. That is okay though. Memory Martin coming up against this section.
I've noticed
here.
I've been getting game lag lately, so.
Ooh, no good. Oh, once again.
Nope.
Oh, let's try that again.
Nope.
Restarting the trial.
Yeah.
We can do this again. Memory Martin, give it your all. I believe you can make it. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Memory Martin heading out of the gates. Looking good. Again, really cleaning up that first section and a nice little ground pound to get up there. I think that is a good way of saving some time. A nice little wall jump. And here we are, our first grapple. Good momentum out of that grapple. Excellent. And again on the second. Right there, I would have grabbed for a grapple and then done a double grapple right there. Ooh, but still not too bad. Unfortunately, a little bit of time wasted on that wall coming down. I said I would have, but at the same time, I would have messed up. So I don't know why I said I would have. Here we are in the next section. And lovely grapple. Ooh, great momentum right out of the gate. Nice jump. Unfortunately, just a little too close to that bot. But here we are in this next section. We've got the grapple going every which way. And time saved here. Looking good. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tough as you start getting tired. Ooh, as you start getting tired, it gets really tough to keep your momentum going through that section as you have to really maneuver through all those baddies. It can be really tough to make sure that you keep your level head. But here we are, again, a really excellent strategy, very safe, but actually seems to be a really effective. Not a lot of time wasted by going down that safer route on the bottom. That might be a strategy that we'll see more of these runners use. And here we go. Excellent leap off of there. And oh, so close coming right off of that. But here we are. Oh, and just shy of PB. That is okay. Excellent job, PB. You are a PB. MM. Too many letters. Excellent job, you. Thank you so much. Well done. Memory Martin, you're doing good. You're doing really good.
Yes, I am. Yep.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest here. For me, this is all like years of playing platformers coming back to me. I'm like, I love this game because it really does have a lot of feel of some of the classic platformers. So that's one thing for me that I think gives me a little bit of a good luck charm. But man, good job. I'm gonna give it a shot here. Let's see if I can maybe do this here. Yeah, let's give it a go. I'm gonna put my screen here. I'm gonna remove that PC. There we go. And let's do it. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Retry. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. If you want to chat, feel free and engage with folks in the chat is fine. Whatever you want to do.
Yep. Yeah. It's funny because I don't play a lot of platformers, and like I said, I was sharing my screen with Krazer, and we were doing the time trials, and he's like, "You seriously don't play platformers much?" He was really impressed with how quickly I picked up on the game.
Yeah. No, you're doing great. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, he was even giving me tips on how to go faster because we were trying to figure out, everything together.
Ooh.
Ooh, lost a bit of time there with that.
Yep. Oh no.
Oh
no. That was terrible. Oh no. Same thing there. Oh no. Okay. Backup strats. Oh man.
Oh boy.
That was rough. Oof. Yeah,
you don't need a grapple on those. That's why I don't do it. It just wastes time.
Oh, darn. I did much
Oh,
better
no.
before.
I mean, hey, you can get to that,
Oh.
way faster than me, so that's saying something. When you're doing to get up to the little mini one before the bot.
Oh.
That's why I was really grateful I was able to get the bot.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, you do that? Oh. That's what you do.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if I
I
can do this.
never would have thought to do that.
And I'm going to see if I can do it. Oh, no, I goofed. Okay, that's all right. I'll just do this.
Okay, that's what I try to do. I'm trying to get the edge of that
Yeah.
last platform,
Yeah.
but I've been barely missing it. That's why I've been like, oh no.
Yeah, the first time that I did this run, I just got lucky on it because I was just in the right spot. But I'm gonna give it another shot here. But yeah, on that one section, it was just that little extra boost of speed by hitting. I mean, this is the thing I like about this right now is like I'm getting ideas from you, and then oh, see like right there. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to try this again. I'm gonna restart. I think I've thought about that. At first, I was like, "Oh, should I try and grapple to that blue block?" I think I should. All right, that'll be
Yeah,
my.
that's what. So like, cause I went from bronze to silver to gold on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, and like I just quickly figured out, oh, how do I get faster? Because I played through the level twice already. Once to get, once because I had gotten all of the berries, and then the second time to get the rest of the gems.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. There we go. There's that. Okay.
Yeah,
Whew.
that's a good strat.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, I would have thought that would have wasted time trying to do the 3 bricks. Just to get.
Oh no! Darn. Wasted a little bit of time there.
Like, yeah.
That was pretty aggressive. I should have held back a little bit, but
Yeah.
oh! Boom! Hot dog! Wow!
I gotta see now. I gotta see. What was it?
Oh man.
No!
112.
Oh my gosh!
Woo!
Oh my gosh!
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Okay, that
Dang.
that was a good run. Like I made a couple of mistakes, but I don't know like if I hadn't gone into the spikes there, I probably would have been able to oh darn it, I'm in the I did the same thing over here. Let me get rid of this for a moment. If I hadn't gone in the spikes, I would have probably been able to get under 110. That's wild. My goodness, that was fun. Did you want to? Actually, you know what? What do you want to do, Memory Martin?
I can race again.
Okay, let's do a simultaneous race one more time,
Okay.
and then we'll call it good.
Yes.
All right. Let me grab my controller again, and let's see how it goes. Ready?
Yep.
All right. You want to do the countdown again, or let Evie do it?
Of course you want to do it.
Oh, and Pixel Knight, I'll answer your question there. So I have a quick question about the GoPro Hero 8. Do I need an SD card to record? Yes and no. Internally, yes. But if you want, and I think there might be a little internal storage. I'm not sure. Probably not enough to do anything of length. But I believe that you would need an SD card to record internally. However, if you were to hook it up with one of those capture cards to your PC and just use OBS, then no, you could actually record directly to your computer and just use it as a webcam. So that's another option. Okay, Evie, we're ready. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Aw, thank you for the good luck, baby. Was that the mana too? Wait, yeah.
Aw, thanks, Evie. All right.
Yeah. Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
Oh, already messed up on that. That's okay. There's that. Ooh.
I messed it up. Oh no. I had to do a wall slide.
Oh, I had to do a little one too. It's rough. This is not perhaps the run, as they
Nope.
say. Oops, I had a little wall slide there too. Okay.
Okay, I can't do that right now. That's what I like to.
Whoo! Okay.
No, not what I wanted. No, not what I wanted. Very not what I wanted.
Very not what I wanted. Oh no! Ah, same darn thing I did before. Oh well. Oh nope. Oh shoot. Oh no. A lot of wasted time there. Oh boy. Oh nope. Oh boy. Okay, we'll just do it this way.
Ooh, nope. No. Oh
Nope.
no.
Nope. That was rough.
You beat me. Dang it.
That was rough. I had a few sections there that went really, really well. And then I lost all my time in some other sections, so
Oh my gosh.
or like most of my time. I should say.
No.
Oh no!
3730.
Getting the bell at the end of that. Just I know. Don't you hate that? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So I feel like I have to tell you this story of trying to play against this. Did you know Saving Liberty?
No.
Okay. So Saving Liberty is a friend of Mana and a fellow streamer from a while back. He's actually left the world of streaming, which is unfortunate because he was really a lot of fun. But he's got other things to do and stuff to do with his family and everything. So it wasn't something he could continue. But a really cool guy. And so he was mostly a Super Mario Maker streamer. And so what he used to do, which was a lot of fun, is that he would do these levels, like finding a level code. And it was a really tough level, a challenging level, and he would play it until eventually he was able to beat it. And then he would try to challenge himself to see if he could actually beat it faster. And so he and I actually would challenge one another with these level codes, which was really a lot of fun. And so he would trade back with me. And so we got into this one race with this really tough level. And finally we just were like perfecting the method of beating this level to the point where it was like milliseconds we could shave off. And we would record videos of us like beating one another. So as basically someone would set the time, and then we'd go to the next time, and then we'd go to the next time, that kind of stuff. And it was so much fun because he and I were pretty evenly matched, and yet we pushed each other to get better. And there was this one level I remember in particular where it had all of these spinies dropping down, and you had to like maneuver this platform, and your momentum would help change the platform. And so like trying to get a boost off the start was really tough, and it was so hard. And so there's this one time I'm like, I'm gonna make this video. So I sat down, I hit record, and I think I played for like 5 hours just to be
Oh
able
my
to
god.
like nonstop, just like sitting there. And I'm like, this is so frustrating. And finally I got it, and I had it captured, and I was able to send it to him. But man,
Nice.
that was rough. So
Eh,
anyway,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Sounds like
speedrunning
Jack
is
would
something I
have
love.
loved to watch him.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. They would have gotten along super well, actually, or they would get along
Yes.
super well. So we'll see him someday. Now, Pixel Knight asks, what if I'm using it to record for videos? Again, you could do it if you use OBS. OBS can actually record as well as stream. So if you were to connect your camera to OBS and you were to, just basically use OBS for the recording and record locally to your computer, you would not need any card for your, essentially your camera, your GoPro. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, Memory Martin, can you share a few more things about yourself, where people can find you, and then I'll end the call.
Yeah, alright. So you guys can find me on Twitch, obviously my name, Memory Martin. You guys can find me on Twitter at Memory Martin 2. I've got 2 YouTube channels that I still need to upload videos on. So yeah, that's about it. What about you, Evie? You love chat? Yeah, I know. Because it means you get to make new friends, right? Yeah. Oh. Oh,
Aw.
you're such a cutie.
Well, thank you so much for being on, and this was a fun suggestion. I really enjoyed doing this with you.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing speedrun streams.
This is fun.
That's
I
for
would
sure.
love. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna keep playing this. Let's do more of this. And if you want to do something with maybe some, videos or whatnot, I'd be happy to do some of it. This is scratching an itch I didn't know I needed scratched, because it's something that's been a while since I've done it. So,
Sure, yeah. We'll definitely talk about it.
all right, later,
All
my
right.
friend. Bye bye.
Alright, bye-bye.
Well, now that was just too much fun, everybody. That was too much fun. Wow, what a cool way to just kind of enjoy something a little different here on the stream. That was not expected, not planned, but I enjoyed it. Very cool. Pixel Knight, hey, I just realized I went through a whole stream without... I just snapped him back in chat. Hey, I don't sound that bad now in Discord calls. No, it sounded good. It sounded good indeed. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead and I think I want to do a little bit more on this. And we're not going to do too much more. Maybe one more level. I really, really dig this game. Bye, Memory Martin in stream, and welcome back, Memory Martin in chat. There you go. Thanks. Let's do the Sunshine. Was it Sunshine Harbor? Is that what it said? Whatever. It looked fun. It looked cool. Yeah. And if anyone is new, by the way, if anyone does not know who I am, feel free to ask any questions. Secret Ori is back in chat. Right on. Yeah, I hope that you're having a great time here. Well, who is this? There seem to be a lot more robots around here recently. You haven't heard about Null? No. Nope, doesn't ring a bell. Really? He's like trying to destroy the world. I have to stop him. Oh man, that sounds really stressful. Feel like I need to lie down just hearing about it. Oh man. I love it. I love it. Wait, can I? Oh! Things learned. Things learned. Look what I can do. I can do that. He's still there. He wasn't lying down. I'm confused. Pixel Knight, aka I'm leaving for the night. Goodbye, friends. Remember to stay pixelated. Oh, all right, Pixel Knight. Have a lovely night. Sleep well. Do good and be well. And I will catch you next time. Ooh. I really enjoy this game. Like, seriously. Whee! I felt like I should have been able to get up there, but no. Yeah. Oh, that was oof. There we go. I like being able to use the grapple just to extend your jump ever so much. Why does that voice remind me of the buzzard from Looney Tunes? A little bit, huh? Yeah, that's true. I want to like be able to get up there if I could. I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah. Oh, forgot I need to do the thing. I can hear the resemblance, Dash says. Why, thank ye. Can I like get up on... Oh, I see what's going on here. That's cool. All right, so I think I need to do like this. And then this will give me like... Oh, no, maybe not. So maybe I could go like... Whee! Maybe like this. Like so. This is cool. All right. Oops. Oh, that's kind of fun. Oh, wait, I gotta go down there. Can I? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a gem. That's what we're talking about here. We can go over here. Oh, oh, that was a close grapple. They're kind of like thwomps, Martin says. A little bit. Whee, there we go. Yeah, Memory Martin, I really, really am impressed. Especially, like I said, knowing that you know, are still somewhat new to the genre. You picked this game up really fast, and I'm so glad you like it. I really am. So before we wrap up and everything, because I think this is going to be the last level, anything else that is new and exciting? Anything you want to talk about? I know, I know that there's... I don't know. There's a lot I want to talk about. Honestly, I just kind of want to do a stream of just chatting with people. What can I say? I'm a really quick learner, and I love retro games. See? I would agree to that for sure. I mean, the quick learner part, you know. I can't prove the love of retro games, although I know you do. You do enjoy them. And, of course, the Mons would be a good example. Classic Mons. I wish I could do something there. This one's going to be interesting to try and get all the fruit and everything. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. We need another Mana Manor. We haven't had one of those in a while. And it's so true. I got to tell you that work... And I mean this, today was like the hardest day of work that I've ever had. I'm sorry, at my current job. I should clarify. Yeah, it was tough implementing COVID procedures and new COVID procedures, and it just filled with a lot of anxiety and a lot of just scenarios that were not ideal. Yeah, there were some highlights today. I did get to have a few positive, bright moments, but yeah, it was tough. Yeah, Dash, it's rough right now. Where I have worked has for months now been sort of a COVID-free area, and one of the few places in the hospital, so the patients can sort of rest assured that they're going to be all right and relatively safe. But unfortunately, there's been a bit of a change in that plan. I feel like I'm doing this the wrong way. But that's okay. Chat streams are always fun, Dash. I hear you. I kind of think I want to do that here. Woo! Oop, there we go. And the bell. I feel like I might need to do that here soon, honestly. I really do. I do want to show you this. This was a nice thing yesterday I forgot to show you. This was my Valentine from Mana Sprout and Ms. Mana. Aw. So that's cute, right? We'll be keeping you in my prayers that things can become more stable at work for you. I know even on the best of days, your work has a lot going on. That is true and cute, right? Isn't that great? So that was really nice. And Mana Sprout got a lovely little teddy bear. It was a lot of fun. So, yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, and it's been a lot for a while for everyone. But now that again, there's sort of these changes where it's like I felt like starting to kind of hit a stride, and then just a lot of pressure and expectations and stuff like that, which. You know, my thing with the job I'm in right now is that I have family time. I don't have to take work home with me. And then, you know, if I'm kind of stressing about that, then what am I doing? I'm taking work home with me. So, yeah, I don't know. I honestly, you know what I'm so super excited for? Like I mentioned this before, but I cannot wait for the Playdate by Panic to release. I honestly cannot wait. I want that little device in my hands just to hang out and play with that. Hey, you know what I'm going to do real quick? I want to just take a quick peek. And let's see. NPR fun. Let's see if I can find... Oh, not funding. That's funny. By the way, speaking of funding, NPR does it right. I love the way they do it. Let's see. Let's try this. True fun. I gotta find it. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Interview. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find it. But basically, the news article was again on this book about fun. Car9, hey Car9. Oh, that's a cute emote. And the thing that I liked about it, I'll have to try and find it, is again this idea that we need real fun and enjoyment. And so I was thinking about my own life, like, what do I do for fun? Do I do things for fun? I would say streaming is fun for me. It really is, and that has consistently kept me coming back. That's been one really good thing about all of it, is that despite the challenges it presents, I find it fun, and I enjoy the challenges with it. And I enjoy the outcomes of it as well. And yes, it can be hard to bear some of the vitriol that is out there on the internet, but for the most part, things have been really nice and pleasant. So I appreciate that. I feel like that's a good thing, and that has been a part of my life now for the last 6 years that has made a difference. You know, it's something I can look forward to now. The other thing is, you know, obviously I enjoy playing video games, and I find them to be fun most of the time. Sometimes they can feel kind of like work, or it can stress me out. And so I tend to walk away from those kinds of experiences. And I was thinking a little bit about, Memory Martin says the same. To be honest, it's the only socialization I get aside from my parents, sibling, and kids from my classes. Honestly, in the last couple years with COVID, that's kind of been true for me too. I mean, I get some socialization, but not much. So that is something that's really nice about streaming. But yeah, exactly. It's a nice way to hang out with people and touch base and connect. And I have some really great friends through streaming. But in regards to games that I enjoy, I was thinking about this, you know, with a really interesting video I watched, another video I watched today, which was, so I'm gonna let you know, I'm gonna kind of lay something out on the table right now that's been weighing on me. I don't quite know why it's been weighing on me, but it is, and that is that the Intellivision Amico has around it these two very polarized groups, and a lot of vitriol and toxicity there, which is unfortunate because, of course, as you know, this is initially something I was very excited about. I honestly right now have to separate in my mind all of that context from the experience I had with the system and my hopes to see it, come out and at least have some moderate success. But of course, there's been some some concerning news around it. I don't pretend to be an expert on these matters, but certainly it does look from us, from some of the things that come out, it does look pretty dire. But then, I've also heard other people talk about it a different way. And at the end of the day, I've never tried to bring a console to market. And I think what helped give me a little context was this morning, Lawn TV. There's all LON TV. There's all these like YouTubers now that I'm like rediscovering as everyone seems to be chiming in about the Intellivision Amico, which is a topic I've been following quite closely. Lawn TV just talked about the difficulty of launching new hardware and went through a few recent launches. And yeah, if you're not one of the big three, and indeed even Nintendo at different times looked to be on its way out, then it's incredibly difficult and in a proposition that seems very unlikely. But we also know that there are some things people are very optimistic about or excited about. So, for example, the Steam Deck, for whatever reason, Steam Deck has gotten a lot of people who've been very excited about it. I'm not going to lie, it intrigues me to the point where the more I'm hearing right now, I could even see it be my next PC upgrade for gaming, where basically I would forego a fancy gaming PC and get that, because then I could hook that up to a TV to play those games that I would want to play, and I could play it in the handheld form factor if I preferred, and then just have a standard good desktop that would work for streaming and stuff like that. But I mean, it's still definitely a niche system. But then there's these other niche systems, of course, the Amico, but the one that really I think about is the Panic Playdate, the Playdate by Panic. Lovely little Portland-based company, developed yellow handheld with a crank and like an e-reader display, and it seems really cool. So I've been following this. I have it on pre-order. I should be getting it here soon. And their whole thing was the idea of some small bite-sized games that would surprise you. Just a few games every couple weeks that would just be fun, and you could create your own. And I really like the simplicity of that. It appeals to me. And there's you read the comment sections on the announcements of this. It sold, I would say, decently well for this niche product. But a lot of people saying, "Oh, I don't need this. Blah. What do you mean?" And no, I don't buy this whole thing about constraints breeds creativity. Well, I actually don't even know that it's just necessarily that. Yes, you can create your own constraints and make something creative out of that. But actually, I also just frankly like the fact that with the Playdate, there's a consistency to the art style, to the theme, to the look of it, and that simplicity also is really nice in an era when there is so much complexity and stuff. I personally really appreciated iOS because I felt computers were too complicated. I really do. I think the user interfaces, everything, it can be overwhelming. But early iOS was so simple. The iPad, when it came out, when Steve Jobs showed the iPad, I thought, this is genius. And the skeuomorphic design, everything was like, it's analog, but it had the benefits of digital. And I thought this was brilliant. And with the Wii, forming everything the way it did with this sort of app store design, but everything looking like a television display and just real simple and fun, I thought brilliant. And the Wii U actually, I could argue, did overcomplicate things, but it kind of extended that idea, that sort of mentality. But then the Switch really honed in on, let's just focus on games. And so, as a platform, it's somewhat bare bones looking, and yet it really is focused. And I think that's really cool. So Dash says, interesting, would definitely like to see more of the Playdate once you get yours. And yes, I will be. I would love, I'm going to stream this. I'll probably make some videos on it. I'm really excited about this. I am in the first wave of release, so I do plan on doing some stuff with it. I might even try my hand at making some games for it. But at the end of the day, it's a fun little device. I could go back to some of the Flash games back in the day when we had Flash and enjoy those. And it's the same reason I really enjoy my Ardu Boy and these little Arduino-based games that are, simply made. They're fun. They're simple. They harken back to a day when, games didn't have to be long to be enjoyable. An arcade hit like Galaxian here to my right. I can play Galaxian so much and enjoy it. I think precisely because I know what I'm expecting when I get into it. I don't have to think too much about it. I know the core mechanics and it's challenging, but it's all in this one little single screen game. And that's why I appreciate the Atari 2600 too. The Nintendo, don't get me wrong, the Nintendo NES, the NES is what I grew up with, really. And I love platformers as a result. And the Super Nintendo is like, that's the console that I really came into my own, into my gaming life. And the N64 was my introduction, my foray into 3D gaming. And I've been with Nintendo basically since the beginning. And I love the games, the cheerful games. But I'm more and more intrigued by indie titles, because indie titles have really gotten back to some of these core simplistic game ideas. And if it's not as simple as Atari, it's maybe at least as simple as NES and SNES. Games that you can beat in a few hours. And again, something like Grapple Dog here. Tons of replayability, but so far I don't feel overwhelmed by it. It has an excellent game design, an interface that is remarkable, and it doesn't feel complicated. It doesn't feel over the top. It doesn't feel like something that I can get overwhelmed or frustrated with. So anyways, all that is to say that that I think gaming, big AAA titles, things like that, have their place, but I think a lot of folks quickly will downplay new ideas and things that are simple, quirky, and unique and say, well, they aren't going to sell well. Well, that's not maybe the point. A system that retails for $100 to $200 is basically priced at the cost of 2 to 3 AAA games. And if you think of it in that context, if you get enjoyment out of that device as equal to or roughly about the same as playing those 2 to 3 AAA games, there you go, right? And for me, I would rather experience something quirky and unique like the Playdate than invest in something like the PlayStation 5 or the latest Xbox, which I can never remember the name of, and some of the games there. That's just my own personal tastes. And it's the same reason why I was intrigued by the Intellivision Amico, and why when I played it, I thought this controller is really cool and unique. Were all the games amazing, incredible, outstanding games that I would say that, they're like killer apps, like must own this system just for this game? No, not all of them were that great. Like some of them I was like, yeah, this is all right. It's all right. I could see myself enjoying that a bit. But some of them I was just like, yeah, this is so fun. And even those, I wouldn't say were up to the caliber of like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or something like that. But they didn't need to be. That's the thing. It did enough for me to be interested and excited. So I do hope the best for Intellivision Amico. I honestly don't know right now. I'm kind of just watching this and feeling bad. And the latest, news updates and things, it's showing a lot of polarization, and it makes me sad. Sometimes good enough is enough, right, Dash? And sometimes good enough, I'm like, honestly, there were some things where I'm like, yeah, this isn't for me, when I was looking at some of the stuff on the Amico. But also, I mean, that's true of just about every video game and console ever. So hey, Scooter, how you doing, my friend? Now the Playdate sort of feels like it's in a different league altogether because even the games that may not necessarily appeal to me that much, and there's some that I was like, I'm not so sure. There's something about the uniqueness of the look and the consistency of the design because of it being so limited that also intrigues me enough to want to like play those games. Because I am someone who I wouldn't say graphics are the most important thing ever, but I do think art design and art style and an aesthetic is. If a game plays wonderfully and has tons of heart, a great story or whatever, but looks ugly, it will be a turnoff for me. And of course, that's somewhat subjective, but it is. It's true. And a game that is mediocre but looks gorgeous will often be enjoyed by me more so than the other example I just gave you. So yeah, I mean that's for me. So that's one reason I am interested in the Playdate. Another thing I haven't even mentioned yet, and I love, is that Playdate, that Panic, who's making the Playdate, this Portland company, Portland, Oregon, is particularly looking for indie developers from underrepresented communities, meaning underrepresented in terms of game development and things like that, to create these games. So it's actually just, I mean, there's so much to love about this, and I really like one thing I will say they did exceptionally well is their marketing has been spot on with excellent Twitter usage, excellent videos. And one of the most important things I think in these days, and one of the things that I think really did get Amico into trouble, is they knew how to just zip their lips. And when asked certain things, they'd say, we have nothing that we can share right now, but as soon as we have that information, we're going to share it. And that meant, it basically, like, for example, do we have a shipping date? We wish we did right now. As you know, it's difficult. As soon as we have that information, we're going to share it. But not until then. We're not going to speculate. We're going to wait until we have that. And they've kind of, all these milestones along the way, they've kind of waited until they've had those moments. So that's kind of good. And see, now Scooter says I'm kind of the opposite. I can get past graphics if the game is fun and playable. Yeah, I'm the other way around. And that's fine. That's fine. It's interesting. I am the other way around. Yeah. And of course, if it's both, then it's like, woohoo. But yeah, a game that is visually unappealing, I will tend to not want to continue playing. Even if it's a fun game. Even if the game itself is fun. Again, visually appealing doesn't need to be amazing graphics. Like, for example, I can play an Atari 2600 game. Fun fact: my favorite way to play Donkey Kong my favorite way to play Donkey Kong Jr. is the Atari 2600 version. No one would argue that is a graphically superior version of the game, but it is my favorite way to play, and I think it looks beautiful for the limitations of the hardware. But there are plenty of games, whether it's tone, theme, or just like janky graphics, that I'm like, no. Or and I think this is one of the problems with games that push technology forward, is that sometimes those very games are the ones that age poorly. That's why I like Nintendo, because Nintendo often looks at an art style more than graphical prowess. How can we make a game that has a design that will last, even past the point where the limitations of this hardware no longer is there? Memory Martin says it depends on the game. Scooter says Sonic the Hedgehog 2006 looked great, but mostly it plays terrible. I don't know. I can't talk on that as much because I haven't played it. But Nexo Phoenix Gaming, heyo. Dash says, I think I'm on a case-by-case basis too. Sometimes the game grabs me and sometimes it doesn't. To be honest, I don't think 3D Sonics look that great. Maybe not necessarily on a still frame, but in motion, I feel like that's another thing, is animation can often be a part of it too. So like the animation of 3D Sonics tends to be way too jarring for me. You kind of just like zip around and all of a sudden you're like dead stop and yeah. So I think animation might be a part of it too. I don't know. I haven't thought about this that much, but yeah. With this game, I love the style. It oozes charm, and I think it's great. Sonic Generations looked amazing for its time, in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. Sonic Generations did. Especially the side-scrolling levels. But you know what? I thought Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1 and 2 looked great for the time. And I actually enjoy them. Look at the seagulls. It's like like crickets. Kind of hear the seagulls in the background. But we're definitely on other topics here. But this is a game. Like I said, I wanna play this game. Rystar. This game looks gorgeous. So I'm excited. Next one says, I've seen like 7 people in my friend list all playing Grapple Dog all at the same time. Is the game that good? Next, so it is really fun. Dash says, I don't know the context for those games, but I recognize that cheeky look. The context for those games, but I recognize that cheeky look. Are you talking about the Sonic 4? Sonic the Hedgehog 4? Is that what you mean? Scooter says, I enjoyed episode 1. Haven't tried episode 2 since it never came to Nintendo platforms, believe it or not. You're right. So what did I play it on? I think I played it on the Ouya. I think I got it on the Ouya. No, I originally got it on Apple iOS, and then I got it on the Ouya. But yeah. Okay, for the Sonic games you just mentioned. Well, they were fairly well panned, Dash. That's kind of the context. So you had the look of, I know these games aren't popular and I do not care. That's it. They were fairly well, and exactly, Dash. That's the case. They were fairly well panned because probably somewhat fairly. One thing they did not have was a lot of unique ideas. It was sort of like take classic Sonic vignettes and put them into 3D. And some people thought the 3D didn't look good. I thought it looked good. My phone popped up a Discord call from you. Interesting, Memory Martin. Fun fact, the first game I ever played was Sonic Adventure 2. Nice, Nexo Phoenix Gaming. That is one I don't have yet. I have Sonic Adventure 1, I believe. But I got to get 2 at some point. Dash, you might be interested to hear. I do have the Deedlit game, the Record of Lotus War game, due by the end of this month in physical form. I ordered it out of Canada. I could have imported a copy from Play Asia. I finally did my looking back into it. I did order it, and it was through it's like the Canadian distribution. So the Canadian game, the Canadian version is going to be the North American ESRB rating on the cover, and that's what I wanted over the version that was Japanese. So or whatever. I'm not quite sure what exactly it was, but there might have been a European version that had the PEGI rating. But yeah, definitely can't wait to hear what you think of it or stream it. I have to look into it a little bit. I'm actually I just want to confirm like language and violence to kind of see where it's at. But I'll definitely be playing it, and maybe I'll even do a little video on it at least. So we'll see. What did you get now? Oh, you got Scooter says I got Sonic Adventure 2 on GameCube and Steam. Nice. I want it on GameCube. I might have it on Steam now that I think about it. Nexo Phoenix Gaming says, I remember being so devastated because I fell asleep with my GameCube on as a kid, and when I woke up the next morning, all my chow were gone due to neglect. No. Dash says that's a fair precaution. But I do have this other game, and I wonder if I can. I think I might be able to grab it here. I tend to like forget this detail. I think I've got it right here. Let me look. All right, let's see. Oops. Yes. Okay. Totally forgot. I do happen to have it. I have it right here now. I will I will warn you a little bit that the case itself needs a little cleaning. So actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's just take it out of the case and show it to you. Well, here I'll show you. Yeah, the cover definitely needs a little cleaning. Ooh, and I forgot there were a couple little broken tabs on the inner part there. I might have to look at that a little bit later. Tell you what, let's do it this way. So first of all, there's the disc itself, Record of Lotus War. You can see the artwork there. Pretty cool. And it is an M mature game. I just noticed this right now. I'm like, oh, I might stream this. Yeah, I might not stream this one, Dash. I might not stream this one. But maybe I'll do a little video on it. Here, let me see if I can just real quickly get there's a few of these little broken tabs. I knew they were in there, but see if I can get them all. There we go. Okay. Yeah, a couple of... I hate those. Jewel cases can be so tough. That probably, unfortunately, it probably happened during the move, but it's not too bad. Here's the inside here. Oh, there we go. Record of Lotus War. And then there's a thing here. And then the cover and the booklet is this right there. Just saw that rating too, right there. We go. But Crave Entertainment is who made this. So there you go. Some really cool looking artwork there. And it is sort of a Diablo style game. So so that's what you've got. Let me just see if I can let's see here. I wonder if there's anything interesting. Is there even like a... Okay. There's setup, how to start the game. There's like no little story or anything like that. It's just basically like, here's the thing. Here's how you do this stuff. Put your disc in the Dreamcast, and then there's characters. Welcome to Forsaria, an ancient and mystical world of powerful magic and ferocious creatures. You are about to embark on a quest that will determine the fate of a nation and destroy... Oh, sorry. And the destiny of a legend. On your travels, you will encounter many characters from the Lodos universe, both allies and adversaries. So, that's like as much as you get. But yeah, so there we go. That's the game, Record of Lotus War, for the Dreamcast of all things there. So yeah, and maybe here I'll show you. Maybe I can take this out a little bit. Like I said, I actually have to like open this at some point anyway, just to like clean things. Ugh, jewel cases. This might be one that I might eventually just replace the jewel case. There's one thing about CDs, like CDs as a media, or any disc, optical discs as a media, just kills me for video games. I honestly, to this day, I will defend Nintendo and the N64 using cartridges. I still think it was a better way to go. It's still a superior way to go. One game that Crave made that I enjoy is Eternal Eyes for the PS1, a good tactics RPG. And hello there, Seth. How you doing? Crave made a few games that I like. They were a jack-of-all-trades developer. There you go. Well, here's the back. Let's just take a look at that. I took it out of the case so you can see it a bit more. So... Record of Lotus War is addicting fun, which is actually improper grammar. It should be addictive fun, and very satisfying. One of the best console action RPG games in years. Electronic Gaming Monthly. You can kind of see what some of those screenshots look like. It's very much like a Diablo style. Look at those polygons. Record of Lotus War will definitely satisfy Dreamcast-owning Diablo fans from GameSpot. Experience the world of Record of Lotus War up close and personal in an epic 3D action RPG only for Sega Dreamcast. Take control of a mysterious warrior from the past, resurrected to save the future on a colossal quest filled with pulse-pounding action and high adventure. Join forces with popular characters from the Lotus universe and combat hundreds of vicious enemies with dozens of spectacular spells. And it's mature for animated violence and animated blood. 1 player. 6 blocks of VMU. That's the memory cards. Jump pack compatible and standard controller. So there you go. Crave Entertainment. There you go. Nixo Phoenix Gaming redeemed a message. Hey, Mana. Just want to give you a heads up. Starting February 24th, I'll be starting my first major college class, which means I'll have a lot of work. You might not see me on many streams during that time. Well, that is exciting news. Congratulations. Oh, and that is perfectly understandable. In fact, I encourage you to focus on those studies, and you know where I'll be. I'm not going anywhere. You're always welcome here, no matter when. You know that. Just do good, be well, and we'll see you when we see you. And good luck, yeah. Seth says, good luck, Nexo. College is tough, but worth it. Yeah, indeed. Scooter says, Art of Man said, rated M for animated blood and animated violence. Maybe you can turn off the blood. That's true. I could look at that. But of course, and this is one thing I do keep in mind, depending on the level of detail, because older games, I mean, especially like NES games, like Castlevania, it's like, I'll play it, you know? Yes, it is evocative of things, but you could also think of it as cartoony. And I think you might be able to do that with this too, but we'll see. Dash says, ooh, sounds exciting and vaguely what I recall from the anime. So there you go. Scooter asks, is Record of Lotus War Deedlit in Wonderland a remake or a new game? It is a new game. It is a new Metroid-style game, unlike this, which is actually a Diablo-style game. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just pop in to do another level since we've got some folks here, and then we'll call it good. Next says, I remember playing a couple of old M-rated games, and I swear if they were rated according to today's standards, they would be rated teen. At least, right? Exactly. That is true. There are cases like that for sure. Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Baldur's Gate 2. There you go, Dash. There you go. Night Trap is a huge example, Scooter says. Fair. Fair. That is a good example, actually. Not gonna lie. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, Wet Dog Smell. Okay, I'm excited now. This looks cool. All right, I love that sort of Mario Galaxy-esque thing with the big water bubbles that you have to go through. This is gonna be fun. Wait, are we supposed to talk to that? Look, so he's thinking. Do we talk to him?
Welcome to the underwater caves. Who would you like the guided tour?
No, I'm good. I'm kind of in a hurry. Just point me to the exit. I can get out of here.
To get out, you gotta slam the ground, flip me over, and then bounce your way out.
I mean, I kind of knew that, but whatevs. I thought of turning off Blood Idea since we talked about co-op and Gauntlet on stream. Yes! That, oh, yes! When can we do that? Friends, I want to play Gauntlet so bad on stream. By the way, I have another mini announcement. I'm going to redeem another highlight. All right. I like it. Oh my gosh, yes. Gauntlet is like super high on my want to stream list. But I want to do it with other people. Like, I would love to do it with Scooter and Dash. That game I'm excited for. Like, I feel bad because like Memory Mart. Okay, Memory Mart. Maybe we collaborate on this game because we were talking about like Stardew. We were talking about Roblox, and we're talking about. Oh gosh, what was the other game? Can't remember what it was now. Maybe it was just those two. Oh no. Was it? Oh, maybe it was just those two. Anyway, but yeah, like I'm not super like super interested in playing those other games right now for whatever reason. But Gauntlet. Can I make it up there? I wonder. It's like super close. Oof. Ah, so close. So what is Gauntlet? So Gauntlet, it is a, oh, I don't, maybe I can't get up there. It is a series that was an arcade classic. And there's a sort of reboot of it just called Gauntlet. And yeah, a little like Castle Crashers, more like a dungeon crawler, like Diablo. Perfect way to put it, Seth Haskell. And maybe Seth, you could join us. That would be a lot of fun. The new game is a lot of fun. I like it. Warner Brothers owns the copyright to it. Memory Martin says, I just asked Evie if she likes watching me play Grapple Dog or you, and she said you. Oh, Evie. Scooter says, let me know. I have Stardew as well. Scooter says, I'm just not feeling Stardew. Like, Memory Martin and I were asking this, or talking about the same thing. And Scooter says, I only have Castle Crashers on Switch. Yeah, I need to get it on the Switch, apparently. Nexo says, lately I've been taking some baking cooking lessons, and I can confidently say that for Valentine's Day, I made a perfect double-layered chocolate cake, and it actually impressed my teacher. That's awesome. Hey, Tony, what are you studying now? Oh, hey, Pablo. I'm analyzing the physical properties of these floating water spheres. Oh, lost my voice. Spheres. From my research, it seems you have to time your boost to jump out of them. Although, according to all known laws of physics, they don't make any sense whatsoever. Don't stress about stuff so much. I'm just going to go swim in it. But I have to understand how it works. I love it. Bazoom. There we go. I will say it's a little strange that they're giving us some of the tutorials for like stuff in this level where I'm like, did we really need it? I feel like if we didn't get that by now, you know? Oh. Huh, okay. Well, that is super exciting. So cooking classes, that is a really great skill. I wish I was a adept cook. What is this here? So there's Gauntlet Slayer Edition. Warning, the game is rated mature. And that's another interesting thing. If you can actually turn any of the sort of gore off in this version, and which is what I did. And when you do that, it's I don't really know that you would call it a mature game. Like, really. Next week, Phoenix Gaming says, every time I hear according to all laws, my mind immediately jumps to the B-movie script. I'm too deep in meme culture. That's funny. Which version of Stardew do you have, Scooter? Memory Martin asks. Yeah, even Mortal Kombat games let you turn off blood and gore. But like, okay, so here's the thing with Gauntlet. Your like attacks and stuff are basically your sort of typical stuff, you know, fantasy fare. There's not any sort of real violence, like, you know, I shouldn't say real violence. There isn't any sort of like with the gore turned off. It's basically like Zelda level violence, you know. Enemies poof out of existence when you use your sword, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's see. Midway WB Games were pretty nice about that. I really do appreciate that, Scooter. That was an... Okay, oh, that's right. Yes, because Mortal Kombat is that as well. I do appreciate that a lot. Because I do that. I always will turn those... turn it off if it's an option, you know? To me, I think that it improves the game, honestly. I don't think games need that blood and gore to be fun. I think often it is, I mean, in fact, always it is more of a distraction than an improvement for me. Oops. Oops. I wonder if you have limited air in this game, like when you're in water. No, I don't think so. Pretty sure not, anyways. But if for anyone like who doesn't know much about this game, and next time maybe you don't, as you can see, it's kind of got this great sort of like Donkey Kong meets Bionic Commando meets part-time UFO meets I don't know, it's just an all-around really enjoyable platformer. So Memory Martin says, so far from when I played, it doesn't seem like it. There you go. And Nexo says your character is part fish, confirmed. That's funny. But yeah, it's just an all-round enjoyable game. A little echo of the dolphin I also mentioned just from the water elements. I mean, it's its own game. Let's just be fair to it. Oops. You missed it, Nexo. Man and I were racing each other in the first level. Not only did he beat me 2-1, but he has the PB. Aw, Memory Martin. Honestly, I'm really grateful that you came up with that idea, and really enjoyed myself doing that with you. And nothing to sneeze at. We were really pretty close there, close together in terms of our times. So, Skewer says, I don't know. I'm kind of the opposite because that's what set Mortal Kombat apart from other fighting games. Sometimes I do feel like the fatalities can be a bit too over the top, which is why I play more of the old school ones versus the new ones. So that's two things that Scooter and I disagree on. I don't know. Can we be friends? Spoiler alert. Yeah, in fact, we are pretty good friends. Just saying. And yet we can have differences of opinion. What? Nonsense. That's not how this works. Perception is reality. My thoughts are not opinions. They are facts. Because in my reality, everything comes down to what I think. Me. Am I doing it right? Me. It's me, the me monster. No, that's not how it works. Yeah, some things are objective, but a lot is subjective. But also don't confuse the two. It's important. So, yeah. It's okay. I'll turn off blood fatalities when we play Mortal Kombat. Thank you, Scooter. And we'll have fun. We'll have fun. We'll do things together. Cause we're friends. Oh no! Civil discourse? Dash says. Ah, gosh. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yep. Thanks, Memory Martin. Oh, the effing chat. Where did that come from? That was from like Counter-Strike or something, right? Speaking of not family-friendly games, something I would not stream. Ooh, ow. Though I can't promise I'll easily change. I can easily change settings on the arcade 1-up. Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I know you. I think you can. You've got access to dip switch settings on there. I'm pretty sure you are able to do it. But Nexo says, oh, I did miss it. My favorite part of Mortal Kombat is the friendship finishers instead of fatality. I do like that. Or like the babalities. I think the Mortal Kombat game I enjoyed the most was the DC versus Mortal Kombat, which did tone down a lot of that excessive violence because of having the DC property, you know. Ooh. I've done a goof. There we go. I need to go this way. Silly me. Silly man, and then not looking good. Ooh! 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 I nearly goofed on that. At this point, I should just have a separate role in Discord. What's that? Yeah. Are you thinking the Secretary of Mana role? Probably. Okay. Lol, yeah, one of those Call of Duty games where you literally pressed F to pay respects for a character's funeral. Oh gosh. That wow. Is that really wow? I'll tell you, that's one of the things again, it's like we take some things that are like profound, important milestones in a person's life and press F to pay respects at a funeral. Just it sounds entirely tone deaf. Like, is that the right word? Like it just doesn't feel right. It feels ooky to me. It feels like that's I mean, to me, a funeral, of course, is a sacred thing. It's a sacramental thing, and it's important, and it helps with grief and processing. And it's just like to hear like, oh yeah, it's just like, like push. It's a quick time event. Hey everybody, someone died. Quick time event. But the thing is, and it's the same thing with depictions of like real wars. It's like no, I don't want to play a game depicting World War II. I know that people fought and died and family members grieved for what happened there. And no, I don't know, unless it was crafted in a way not to glamorize the violence or to perpetuate the sort of super soldier story and archetype, then I don't think that's it. If it was done in a respectful manner to educate and share about that time and maybe went into depth about the realities of war, then yeah, I'd consider that. But not to stream, of course, but as a game just to play. But unfortunately, too many of these games end up being the first person shooter, glamorize the idea of like, oh, all you need is sort of a gun and you can do anything. You can take on the world and win. And it's like, no. Yeah, that's not how it works. And that's so it sounds like that's what people were making fun of about this. Yeah, it's just it diminishes. It makes trite that which is sacred and important. Thank you for the GG's memory, Martin. A great example of the opposite of this is Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, which I think does such a fantastic job of depicting loss and grief and emotional bonds through a game. So that's what I love. I love seeing that. I want to see more of that. Actually, I don't know if I could take too much more of that. I'm not ready to play that again yet. Shucks. You're considering picking up Brothers on the Switch? Scooter, you should. You know what, friends? Gosh, my cough. Ugh. We have to do this one, Shifting Seashore, and then take on the boss, and then we're going to end the stream. We're so close. We're going to do it. And if we could get a shout out for Seth, please. Okay. Can we go in here? Yeah. That was a nice little treat right off the bat. Alright, I recently got MK versus DC Universe on my Xbox 360's backwards compatible for One X. Never tried it. It's not bad. I rather enjoyed it. Pretty good. I played it on the PlayStation 3. By the way, that's right. I forget you recently acquired the new Xbox. That's pretty cool. You lost, little dude. I think so. I'm looking for a big yellow bell. Oh yeah, We totally got one of those. You gotta take a right. Keep going right. Take another right. Past the spikes. And keep going right. And you'll find it, no problem. Thanks. Now I know where I'm going. And another comment from our friend Nexo. Joker's friendship is funny. He literally prepares to do a fatality, then Batman throws a batarang at him and he stops doing it. That's funny. Okay, I get you now. I was like, what's the context here? That's funny. So, it's and Batman's just like plonk, and he's like, oh, never mind. I'll be good. So that's pretty good. Oh, I think I should be able to go up there. Woo! I want to go. Hold on. We're going to make it happen. And... oh, man. I managed to beat Super Mario Land 1 and 2. With only 6 minutes to spare thanks to Jingerbolts messing with my stream. Yeah, Jingerbolts. Come on, man. Are you hydrating, son? Right, Kit Katie knows what's up. No, I'm not, actually. Why am I not? Now I am. And how are you doing? Welcome on in. How was your stream? You and Mav having a good night? What's the happity haps, my friend? Woo, Nelly. What did you do? All right, next I was going to head out. I got a couple dailies to do in the Sky. Then I think I'm going to get ready for food. Which reminds me, I do have to get into some Sky. I know there's still a new season. I haven't played it yet. That was lucky. Definitely want to. But have a wonderful night next. So thank you so much. Do good and be well, my friend. Congratulations on your culinary achievements and your soon collegiate ones as well. Soon to be collegiate ones as well. Whoop, whoop. All right. Oh, no, wait a minute. So Memory Martin shouted out Right Kit Katie, but see, I don't think Right Kit Katie. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be putting my foot in my mouth. I don't think Right Kit Katie was the one streaming, right? I mean, the channel that was streaming. Isn't that? Am I being silly? I missed Lunar New Year's and Valentine's. Ah, boo. She was. Oh. Well then, that's exciting. I thought you typically didn't do that. Well, look at that. See? I don't know these things. Right, Kitty. Love them emotes. All right, I'm kind of giving up on these oranges. Wait, what if I get on top of the brick? Can I do that? Oh wait. So close. Oh boy. Wah! There we go. That's what I need to do all along. Well, next, so yeah. I like Sky. It's just, it's like, I have a hard time with games that, you know, have timed events. It's like, it's not convenient to me. And then I have that fear of missing out. So what'd you do? You streamed, you picked out a dress for me and bandana for my puppy. Oh, there was a flower crown in Sky for Valentine's. You could have gotten it for your character. Oh no. Bummer. Well, to be fair, I was pretty busy yesterday. All I did was like my daily for Animal Crossing. in terms of gameplay. Although, oh, that's why your dog popped up on stream. There you go. Nice. I did on Sunday watch all of Book of Boba Fett, and my goodness, is it good! Oh my goodness, is it good! I'm excited to be able to talk more about. Oh, ooh, owie! I'm excited to be able to talk more about it. Maybe that would be a good topic for Man and Manor. Whoa! Uh-oh. I don't know if I can do it. Nope. There we go. Dash says, nice, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Definitely did. And had an interesting conversation with Bestie of Mana, actually, who was sort of saying he read this article that was kind of saying, well, I don't know, like, it takes away the mystery of Boba Fett and some of the, the fact that he is this sort of mysterious character, and, maybe possibly it would have been better to not know too many stories of Boba Fett. But honestly, I also just read today an excellent viewpoint which said that, and kind of spoiler alerts here if anyone is planning to watch it. I'm not going to say too much, but if you don't want to know anything, I'll just say basically it said, really, if you approach this whole story as as the fact that Boba Fett is a villain, it actually makes a lot more sense and is works better as a show. And I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, to me, it was almost a perfect George Lucasian style show, in that it was more about these genres of television and film, like the Old West, the mafia movie, like all of these things just wrapped up into this one story, and you have at the core, this beloved villain who is just a great vehicle for exploring those themes, and I don't know. I think that was my take on it. I just thought it was great. And of course, it was nice to have some continuation of the Mandalorian storyline, which I'm very interested to see where that's all going. So, right, Kitty. Okay, back to lurking. It was lovely chatting. I might pop in again to check hydration status. Why is there no hydrate redeem? I'd like to file a complaint with the manager. Uh-oh. Memory Martin. Perhaps we'll have to make this happen. Maybe a. Would you mind putting that on my agenda for next week? I need to have a meeting with the general manager. Though I will concede, only having 7 episodes did kind of box them into some weird pacing issues. Dash says. Yeah, and that's something I'm not sure I necessarily, I'm not sure I noticed it. That's the thing. Like, a lot of the things, that people could comment on, or argue about, I'm not sure I noticed them. The thing is, I'm really happy I did this. I waited until they were all out, and I binged them in one day. And I just basically approached it as like one epic movie. And I'm glad I did that. Oh boy. And so as a result, I didn't really feel like, and maybe, I mean, what I will concede, maybe I wouldn't necessarily have thought of it as a pacing issue, but one thing is that there is sort of a stark contrast between the sort of A, B, and C storylines. Like, they don't fit naturally into Oh boy, they don't fit. Oh darn, they don't fit naturally into like the Star Wars, cut, 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 cut kind of context. It's more like you have to stick with one for a little longer, and then you stick with the other for a little longer, and yeah. Partly maybe because of the style, being a show and whatnot. Ooh. I just learned you could insta-die. And Dash says, lol, binging may have helped this in this case. I think it did. There should be a song request for 10,000 channel points. Next, so that's a good idea. Perhaps, Memory Martin, could you maybe add to our notes the hydrate bot idea, or hydrate redemption idea, and the idea for a request a song? I like both of these ideas. Thank you very, very much. Whoa there. Holy rubber bands, Batman. Whoa! Woo! That was a little physics glitch. Whoa! Not good. Added. Thank you, Mary Martin. Ugh, Mary Martin says this is going to be a nightmare to time trial. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah was a fun console. I've got one. Record that, tweet it to Super Rare. That's what I did. That's actually not a bad idea. I might have to do that. That one was a particularly weird little glitchy glitch. Oh, no! That's rough. I guess what I meant was, Dash said, I'd rather 2 more episodes of Boba's story and had those 2 Mando episodes be episodes 1 and 2 of Mando Season 3, which I consider a pacing issue. And that makes more sense. Yes, I will grant you that. Although, honestly, well, but timing would be weird because it did make sense to. It's almost like they could have had those 2 Mando episodes be part of Season 2 of Mando. And in setting up for this season of Boba Fett, I don't know. That's a tricky one, actually. I don't know where I stand on that one, because it's like it needed to happen. Ooh, yeah, that's, you know what I mean? Like that's tricky. Mana, will you be able to play any Sky tonight? Doesn't have to be on stream. I just really want to show you my new outfit I put together. I'm gonna say no because of the time already. I'm gonna have to fall asleep. But hit me up another time. Maybe we can just play even off stream, because I probably should dive into that game again. Oh! Whoa, boy. I don't like that. I have one more hit. I do not want that to happen. Lol, it's hard to explain what I mean without getting into some real spoilers. Maybe we can discuss the specifics over Fortnite sometime. I love that idea, Dash. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. This level, oh my golly. Golly gee willikers. And I still want to get these darn oranges. I'm up late. Memory Martin says, I got to get in some driving practice for my test tomorrow morning. Oh, yes, indeed. No worries, friend. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to try and finish this level and the boss. But you go get some sleep. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we got to do what we did on stream today. Thank you for all your help. And thank you so much. MVH Nexus, welcome on in. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Remember, Martin says, oop, meant Thursday morning. Ah, gotcha. But still, that's fair. Get some sleep. Oop. There we go. Nexus, how are you doing? What's the stuff? What's the news? What is all the excitement in your life? Would you be up for a collab time soon? I really enjoy our dual streams. Do you mean for Sky? That could possibly be a thing. Just like a one-off of Sky. That could be a thing. I'm also now kind of interested in the idea of, we were talking about Gauntlet with, be like Gauntlet with maybe Dash, Scooter, and Seth. That might be a fun one. I could definitely dig that. But then also, Memory Martin and I, we got to do a little Grapple Dog. Maybe we need to do some more Grapple Dog races, you know what I mean? We got to figure out our next collab. Woo, Nelly. Oh boy. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Definitely could not handle a driving test in the morning and a class a couple hours later. that would be tough. Woo, Nelly. Oh yeah, Dogbone. Dogbone hype. Hua, 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 hua. Well, that was lucky. Anything up here? Nope. Now, I don't want this yet. I want to get these. I won't get these. Booyah. Ka-chow! Ringing the bell. Says someone tagged me in the Discord with the trailer for the new Gauntlet. This is something I would be interested in learning more about. Ooh. Okay. So, yes. 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 Oh, I got all the things. I got all the things, everybody. I get to pet the dog. Aw, I love that. All right. Manna, can I share a Twitter link real quick? Something weird just happened as I was prepared to do my dailies. Sure. And it would let me show you my outfit. Perfect. Please. Pablo is so cute. I love it. I love it. All right, it's boss time, friends. We're going to skip the bonus challenges for now and go straight for le boss. Since we have 72 and we only need 50 to do the boss, let's do it. Let's check out this Twitter. Ooh, boss o'clock, Dash says. Let's see. You just double jumped. Oh, that is a cool outfit. Oh, neat double jump, too. Dude, that is so cool. I like that. That is neat. Okay. Now, what is going on here? And yes, Scooter sent a link. Perfect. I was even thinking about pulling it up on stream, but I appreciate you doing that because this is definitely easier. It's a really fun game. So I have it on PC. On Steam, it usually goes, it usually can be a pretty inexpensive game. It's a lot of fun. It's one of those games that, if you grew up with classic dungeon crawlers and if you played, Gauntlet before, it's just a really nice little game. Well done. $20 right now, but it often goes on sale. I think it would be a really neat collaboration, honestly. I really do. It's a game that I've wanted to collaborate with folks on for a while, but I didn't quite know the right team. But I honestly am really excited about the idea of you, Dash, and Scooter. I feel like this would be a really excellent team up for this particular game and its genre. I think we'd have a lot to talk about because it's a very retro-inspired game. Hey, little dude, watch out! I just saw a scary robot man fly through here. That must be Null. I've got to chase after him. I'd stay far away from that guy if I were you. Why don't you just hang out here with me? I was going to have a big nap. There we go. Nexo says, the thing is, man, double jumps don't exist in Sky unless you consume wings to boost. I use no wings. What?
Hold on to your hand.
No
We're
way.
being raided.
Tux, it's been a while. What is up, Tux 2 with the raid?
New follower.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Asylum. Charged Asylum, welcome on in. How are y'all doing? My name is Manna. I am a dog that just got hit by giant spiky stone statues. But in the event that you don't believe I am a cartoon dog in a video game, I am instead a streamer who focuses on Nintendo retro on indie titles and also retro on original hardware and indie titles. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. I messed everything up. So I did everything out of order. And I'm family friendly to boot. So that's me. Welcome on in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for that follow. It has been a while. I've been really good just trying to get back into streaming again. That's so good to hear. Can we get a shout out then for Tux too? That's awesome. Oh dear. I just lost there. But so good to have you come on in. Yeah, let me try again. Yeah. Again, I'm Mana. Feel free to ask me things. Like I said, I do focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and indie titles. And I am an E for everyone streamer. So there we go. Double shout out. There we go. Let's do it. And Primarina52. It's a unicorn invasion. I love it. Welcome on in, unicorn invaders. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you too. I'm sorry I didn't see it right off the bat, but I see you now. So great to have you both come on in here. We are playing a game which I don't know if you're familiar with or not. This is called Grapple Dog, and it's adorable. It's this great little platforming experience, and we're on a boss level here in the second world. Very fun game, not too expensive. It is from a new independent license or publisher, Super Rare Originals. It's about $14 right now on sale. Definitely worth a bit of your time and attention if you're interested in these sorts of games. This is like a super indie game, right? It's like even in the name. Oh boy, I was trying to... Oh, I have to get up there. This is not good. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's see if we can get 6, 7, and there's the gem. That's what we wanted. And oh boy, that was close. It's got a really sweet little story, and it's also a game that just has a lot of really fun gameplay. So definitely worth checking out. I like this one. Oh, and here's a little checkpoint so I can read more. So today was our D&D night. D&D nights are not PG, but all the rest of our nights are. And right on, Memory Martin says, ooh, is there a fellow Pokemon fan in chat? There we go. Tex says, it looks like a lot of fun. Memory Martin says, that's the game lag I was talking about. I don't know if you've been having it often, but I have. Not often, but I did notice it there for like one of the first times. So, I don't know. Nexo says, I might need to get water. I love D&D. I have a human druid who uses a wooden hand with shillelagh to attack. Nice. Primarina says, yes, there is. Memory Martin, I don't know the reference. I wish I knew my Pokemon more. I'm so sorry. But yeah, everybody. Hey, and if you are new around here, of course I'm here streaming on this, but I am also on Twitter. I've got a Discord, a website, artofmana.com, and I'm on YouTube as well. So, you know, if these are things that you're interested in, you want to know more about me, you can always check out those other channels and resources for all that good stuff. And we're gonna play just this this boss here and kind of wrap up with some chats and call it a stream. I have a feeling we're gonna have this sort of like otter. What is that? Like a? Is it an otter? I don't know. I should know this. I otter know it. Beaver? I don't know what this is. What animal is this that I'm talking to? I have a feeling that's going to be our boss is going to be like a giant otter or beaver or something like that. Let's see here. Tonight we ended with the party getting into a Groundhog Day scenario. They need to figure out... Oh, that's hilarious. It looks like an otter. There we go. I see. I otter know. Uh-oh. Well, that was a thing. Let's try this. Woo! Okay. I was thinking the same thing. Yep. I think that's what's going to happen. I love the music in this. It's so good. It's been said before, but it bears saying again. Oh, darn. I really just didn't need to do that, but I was getting impatient. So Primarina. So I guess yes, we have a Pokemon fan here. We have a lot of people who enjoy Pokemon here. Let's switch to this screen here. Next it says, I swear my druid is a character perfect for an NPC. A human druid with withered legs and a wooden hand. Once noble robes are now torn and scorched, and the slightest signs of madness can be seen in his eyes. This strange individual often talks in a mixture of multiple languages scrambled together. The party getting TPK'd. Me, the DM. Trust me. Nice. Oops. I've only played very, very little D&D. I'd like to actually play more of it, but I did a few one-offs and a couple of things. I played as a bard, and it was super fun, like high on charisma. And my claim to fame is I was playing with these characters. They were these big, rough barbarian types and warriors and whatnot. We go to this inn, and the DM is telling us, hey, you don't have much money. You need to heal and you need to get supplies and all this. And I basically use like all of my charisma to convince the innkeep to let me perform and perform for tips, but also for room and board. And so we get all of that covered for, and I get to keep the tips. And I rolled like a natural 20 on my performance. Plus I had like these incredible boosts. So basically just like, it was such a great achievement there that the DM's like, okay, you have wowed everyone. You played late into the night. You accrued like all of this gold and wealth. And I mean, we were like set. We were set. It was really fun. So Felix, hey, what's up? I love the Grapple Dog. Me too. This Grapple Dog's got some style, right? Right? Yes, Felix, good evening to ya.
By following this channel, you
Primarina.
accept all terms and conditions and may be subjected to singing at any given moment.
La la la
Thanks for
la.
joining Friends of Mana.
Thank you so much. Hey, that's a good friend, The Owl 08 TV. And you know what? Since we're talking about Pokemon and we're giving all the shout outs here, would you please, The Owl 08 TV, if you could please give a shout out here. This is a friend of mine who is just an excellent Pokemon streamer. I believe I've got that name exactly right. There we go. Yeah, perfect. That's it. Zizal, as I call him. And he is someone, if you like Pokemon, I highly encourage you to check him out. He streams earlier in the day than I do. Right now he's doing some Minecraft, but he's done a lot of Pokemon content over the years. And he's a super cool guy. Really fun just to listen to, like really chill. Yeah, a lot of respect for Zizal. I've collaborated with him in the past. Cool guy. You had it right. I follow him too, Mary Martin. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate it, Primarina. Yeah, I hope you're all having a great night. Nexo says, text 2, any tips for someone currently going through Avernus? I swear I have 60 HP, but I keep losing it fast. I don't know what Avernus means. Is this like a area in D&D? Is it a different game that I'm missing here? Is it a place in Pokemon? I'm confused. I'm confuzzled. I'm perplexed and puzzled. There we go. I didn't know you could jump on him there. Woo-wee! There we go. That's what we need. The gem, Memory Martin says. Oh, blip, 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 blip. There we go. That's the way to do it. Avernus is D&D's version of heck. we'll do that. Yeah, we can say of hell. Because it's, yeah. All right. Oh, here we go, boss. No, I don't like hell to be used as a thing, but if we're talking about, yeah, it's this version of hell. There we go. That's the technical term, so there we go. It's not just curse in this case. Oh, we get to talk with the robot voice. I missed that last gem. Oh, oh well. Oh, the one down there. I forgot. Shucks. Stop right there.
Oh, you again. This was cute at first, but I'm losing my patience.
No. Don't you know the gadgets will damage the thingy? They'll destroy the world.
I'm counting on it. Don't worry, though, they'll only destroy your world. My world's gonna be fine.
What? Your world? What are you talking about?
My world, where I'm from, where I'm going. So long, silly doggy. Try not to survive this time.
Robot voice is always fun. Thank you. Oh boy. Wait. Okay. Can I like do this? Oh, no, I cannot. Okay. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to do. Oh, there we go. It's so funny. Oh, I goof. I done did a goof. Oh. This is kind of fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, there's a little ooh. And I'll, yes, please. Oh boy. Okay. Booyah. I love the little robot just like squealing with pain and like wee. Oh boy. There we go. Look at this little dog just like dangling here. That's how physics work. Ooh, ow. I gotta watch out for that. Are we gonna get our little friend over here? Wait, why are you... Oh. This could be... Oh, this could be bad. Just riding along. Circle of the Moon. That's a good game. Sorry. Okay. Whew, stuff happening. Okay. Primarina says, I'm playing as a druid in Tux's campaign, but I pretty much am acting like a bard. I love it. Yeah, that's right. Scooter says, believe it or not, there's a Hell, Michigan. That's right. There we are. Nexo asks, or says, nice to see a fellow druid. What circle did you choose? Tux says, good question. Level up. Maybe get some magical items to get some resistance to the damage you are experiencing. Tux says, I've never run through Avernus, though, as all my campaigns are custom campaigns I put together. And same Moon Buddies, Nixo says. Okay, sorry. A little out of context. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there. Okay, I gotta wait for that robot to come back, you know? Ooh, yeah. This is... I don't know why I suddenly really want to play the Ouya. I think because I said Ouya. Oh, boy. That is a blast. That's a blast. Oh, boy. Shucks. I don't want to get hit. Okay. Actually, now LOL has a laser, Mary Martin says. A laser. No. No, not the laser. Booyah. Okay, we have one more hit, I think it is. Which, hopefully we'll be able to do this. This is it's a fun boss battle, I'm not gonna lie. It's not particularly challenging, but it's not easy either. Woo! Oh, that was close. Woo! Oh, get away! Oof. Nope. There we go. Okay. Booyah! Uh-oh. This looks like a thing that's happening. This looks like a thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got a bulb! We got a bulb! We got a bulb! Bulb, get! I feel so bright, but that's why they call me Sunny. GG got him. Alright. There we go. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We beat the boss. We beat the boss. That makes me happy. And we're on Ember Isles next. I love it. All right. And there we go. Let's see here. And Tuck says, I was going to just pass the encounter if... Oh, sorry, hold on. Let's go back here. Let's go back here. Let's read it. First of all, okay, so Scooter says, I want to make a funny pun, but I don't know if it's allowed. Okay. I mean, if you're in doubt, I suppose don't. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe don't swing mana. That was a good idea. Nexo says, I should have listened to that earlier. Nexo says, do you want me to send you the description of my character? I'm really proud of it. I think it would work well in a campaign. Tech says, yeah, of the PCs, of all the PCs, almost got yeeted by a bunch of wasps this episode too. It was a random encounter. He tied himself to a tree to sleep. Oh no. And then I was going to just pass the encounter if the random encounter I rolled was a ground-based creature, but memory, why is my phone acting like I'm in a Discord call? It's acting really weird tonight. That is strange. And Primarina says, my character mostly turns into a bear because I haven't encountered any cool creatures yet. Well, fair enough. Bears are cool, so why not, you know? So, hey, thank you so much. Tonight was a joy. I really appreciate those raids and Charged Asylum and Primarina 52. Thank you for those follows. Tux 2, thank you ever so much. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me tonight. This was fun. Let's see. Would you like to just do a little raid? We could just take a quick peek here. We'll look at Club Tortimer. This is that and Family Friendly Live are my stream teams. I'm going to just take a look. Okay, as I thought, I am the only member streaming there. Let's just see who I'm following really quickly and see if there's somebody we want to just give a little raid to. A little sneaky mana splash raid. Send some mana love and potions to support the streamers. What do we got? Let's see here. Let's do this. Let's look also at Grapple Dog and see if there's any family-friendly streamers streaming Grapple Dog. Family-friendly? 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 No? Oh, there's some people speedrunning it. That's kind of cool. This person is tempting. Let me look. The reason this is tempting is that they are playing Grapple Dog. It says AMA English chilled speedrun PB attempts educational, but they have an Animal Crossing avatar. Let's see here. Ooh. Welcome. The name's Patch. I've been perfect. It's been the perfect name for me, blending elements of tech and tech and medicine. Grew up with games since I borrowed Atari 2600. Fan of music and terrible with movies. Sit back, relax, and chat away. I'll see you around. Welcome. Call me Patch. I play a little of everything on the channel. Pride myself on sharing a huge catalog of games. If I can teach you a little trivia, show you a cool game, or make your day just a little brighter, mission accomplished. Enjoy yourself. Let's raid this person. I honestly, there's going to be some spoilers for the game, but that's all right. I'm cool. I just want to meet someone new. I can't stay long anyway, but let's do it. I think this might be fun. Check someone new. Memory Martin says, I'm sold, right? Let's do it. So raid. Your name is Patch. Remember that. And let's do our mana splash raid. Share some love. Get things going. So this is our raid call of sorts. Mana splash raid. Send some love. Send some mana potions to people. If you have them, use them. That'd be awesome. Let's do the raid thing, Seth says. Thank you so much. Oh, and I missed... there you go. Junie Pat's playing Animal Crossing. And Memory Martin says, I missed that. Primarina turned into a rat to sneak into jail. That's funny. They also turned into a bird and scared another party member half to death. Nexo turned into a rat in a sewer once and managed to get an entire swarm of rats to follow him. Follow her. She wore into tore apart a poor helpless bandit that was waiting in ambush. Did I say that right? It followed her. Nexo for her, right? I'm sorry. Bleh. Anyway, trying to remember. Anywho, friends, thank you ever so much. Loved having this wonderful time with you. Raid going soon. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy. They, them. Okay. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye. Bye. Raid.